Welcome to the Crimson Comedy Show! Welcome to the Crimson Comedy Show. I'm your host, Andy. Today we got a very special guest today. He's a comedian from the IA. Give it up for Ant Jr.
Thank you for having me. This is my camera?
Yeah, it was only one camera.
I know. I just wanted to say this is my camera.
We're ghetto. We only have one camera here.
All good. Perfect.
I got the lighting sort of right. You can kind of see my bald head now, but
Cool, man.
thanks for coming, man.
Yeah, I need some shades for this bald head now, man. No, it's all good.
I needed better lighting because like I said the past episodes you couldn't even fucking see me. I'm too dark, so I'm gonna get more lightings in here eventually. We're ghetto here. We're gonna eventually upgrade, but
Can you see the video from your laptop?
yeah.
Nice.
So it's the camera was all right. So.
Okay, cool.
All right,
Nice.
thank you, Johnny. Anyways,
Fucking Johnny, dude.
hey, but
Johnny's good though, man. I liked his episode.
shout out Johnny Gold.
Yeah, hell yeah. The GOAT.
Anyways, so you say you're from Fontana?
Yeah, man. I was born and raised out here, dude.
What high school did you go to?
I went to Kaiser.
Oh yeah, I was gonna buy a house down there, but this fucking buying a house is ridiculous. We got outbid, so yeah.
It's not all that great in Southridge, dude.
I was desperate trying to find a house,
Oh,
like,
okay.
and then we eventually found this place, and we're happy here.
This
so.
place is nice, bro. I saw 3 white kids running around. Bro. I was like, oh, I'm safe, dude.
No, there's I think every race in this area. There's Asians, blacks, Mexicans.
For real?
There was an Indian lady, but she's moving out, and
Yeah.
then I think there's only one white couple here.
Wasn't C talking about Indians out here in Fontana?
Yeah, we have Indian people here behind us, so yeah, they're.
Yeah, see, I'm not used to this side of Fontana, dude. But it's cool though. No, I was born and raised out here, and then
This female comic, she was doing like crowd work, and
Yeah.
she's like, "Where are you from?" And I was like, "Oh, Fontana." And she's like, "Oh, your kids are probably gonna sell drugs soon or something." I was like, "Okay."
yeah, Fontana that I know is known for like meth.
But I was just like, "She don't even know where I live," but okay.
Yeah, out here, nah, heck no, bro. This is more.
We were there at the
opiates.
show we just did. The show we did at Expadas.
Someone said that.
That girl, I'm not gonna name her names, but she was just doing crowd work. But I don't remember. I'm not gonna say her name. There was a chick. You were probably outside.
Okay, probably. And she asked you where you're from.
She was just doing crowd work, like, "Oh, where
Okay.
are you from?" Blah blah blah. She was just doing crowd work. Like,
That show was.
It wasn't anything personal, but when she said that, "Oh, your kids are probably gonna sell drugs," and
Yeah.
on my head I was just like, "Okay." Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, "Nah, they
That
not
show
around
was-
here."
That show was crazy, right?
That's what I was gonna talk about. That. Let's bring that up. That was the first show I've ever got kicked off of,
Let's bring it up.
and I wasn't even doing that bad. I think the part that pissed the owner off was that during the middle of my set, they start moving the tables around
Yeah.
to accommodate a big party coming in, and I was like, "What the hell? Like what the fuck's going on? Like, should I stop?
Yeah.
You got a party of 50 coming in here?" It was kind of rude,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
remember
like.
that. Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, we have a party of 17." Like he made a dumbass remark, and then
Yeah.
right after that, his daughter went and told him to get him off. Like I think because I made that comment, I don't think it was about my jokes, but
Yeah, not at all, bro.
but how rude was that? Like
and what sucks is you were cooking. Like you were getting.
yeah, and
your
not to
set
mention
going.
that nobody was paying attention. Everybody at the fucking bar was loud. Nobody was giving a fuck. So honestly, I was kind of glad it kind of happened, but then I had noticed the daughter right away. As soon as Mario started playing music, just getting the show started,
Yeah.
she was already complaining. Oh, it's too loud. It's this. It's that. Like.
Yeah.
This is a problem with people who, if you're gonna allow comedy shows at your place, you need to understand there's gonna be music, there's gonna be maybe vulgar or something comments you don't want to hear.
Yeah.
If you're not okay with that, then don't allow it. You know. And the people who do shows need to make that very clear. Because I'd done a show there before with a different owner,
Yeah.
no issues.
Yeah. That's what I heard. It was a different owner that they didn't relay the message
I
over.
could just tell right away when she was complaining about the sound and
Yeah.
making. It was the young daughter, like she
Yeah, the
was.
pink sweater, right?
Yeah, the dad didn't give a fuck. Like
Yeah.
he was just listening to whatever she was saying. You know.
Yeah, she had anxiety that night.
So then when they played the music after that situation, I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" I went to the back. He's like, "Oh yeah, they're telling you they want you off." And I was like, "What?"
Oh.
what? I was like, "What the fuck?" Like
So he said the owners.
Yeah.
That was the owner's request. Oh man.
that's why I was like, "Why is he playing the music?" I'm like, "What?" I thought we were having a technical error or something. But I
Bro,
was
they
like,
probably hated me then.
that's why I'm glad when you guys went on. He asked me, "Hey, I'm sorry, I apologize. You want to go back on? We'll let you back on." I was like, "No, fuck that. Like
Yeah,
I'm stupid, you know?
Yeah,
like
coming back on. Yeah.
my mood was gone."
Yeah,
One of
I
the-
could see it.
Because the party was like a fucking little league team that showed up at 9 o'clock at night at a bar and grill. That's why
Is that
there's-
what that was?
Yeah,
That
they
whole
were
table?
a little league team.
The
Yeah.
Mormon table, I call them Mormons. They
Like-
were cool though.
The dad was like, "Oh man, you were funny. I wanted you to continue." I'm like, "Yeah, well,
Yeah.
because you guys, they kicked me off." Well,
Oh,
supposedly,
shit.
I think it was because I made that remark and the owner made that stupid comment.
It was the owner, bro. It was the owner because I stood up on one of their chairs and I saw her go like, "Get down, get down." And I was like, "Oh man."
That's why I felt glad when you guys did that. I felt like, oh, they're redeeming me. Like they kicked me off, and then you guys came back and said, "Fuck these fools."
That's
man.
exactly what I did. And okay, so here, let me run that down just for the people out there. It was a wireless mic and there was a table that couldn't shut up. And to me, I just see it as like, oh, these privileged motherfuckers, like, so I went over there like with the wireless mic and I said, what's so funny over here that you guys, or what's so, important over here that you guys can't just like give us a little attention?
A free show,
It's a
by the
free
way.
show, listen to some comics. And that's where I started going off on them like, this 50 Shades of White table. I started roasting them, bro. Like, and I was like, all your kids, you guys look like your kids get bullied in school. And I was just going off, bro. And then, I did my set, and after my set, they sent one of the baseball coaches to come talk to me, and
Yeah.
he was like, "Hey, man, I was offended, and we didn't know that this was going on, and this is a horrible place for comedy." And I'm like, you know what,
with
though?
you guys there.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I've done a show there and it was great. It was the last show I did.
You
It
did
was
the one with Jason, right?
Jason Ellis.
That was a
and,
great show.
Yeah, because people were paying attention and being respectable.
Yeah.
They weren't fucking loud at the bar.
Yeah, no. I mean, there was like one dude loud, but Jason like nipped it in the bud right away.
See, the difference with the owners should have, like I said, they're allowing comedy night.
Yeah.
The owner should have went up to each patron and was like, "Hey, we're having comedy night. There's a patio. You can go outside. They literally have patios. It's not hot.
Yeah.
The weather was fun.
Mm-hmm.
You could have literally went to the patio and chilled. It was a nice patio. That's what we were chilling at.
Yeah. I like the patio, dude. I feel like that's the comics corner right
It was
there.
a bunch of old people there, but like I said, the last time I went there, no problems. It was fun. It was just, I don't know, for some reason that night they were like, "Fuck you guys."
Yeah, I know. And I went over there and after the guy told me like, yeah, we're what do you say? We're offended, man. There's a lot of hardworking firefighters and cops over there at that table that you just dissed. I'm like, bro, it's comedy, So I went and told Ricky Molina, shout out Ricky.
I saw him do his thing.
I went over to him because he was outside. I went over and I said, "Hey, man, this just happened. They had me, this guy came up to me." So I knew Ricky was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And he went straight to that table and was like, "Hey, well, I'm drinking and driving tonight." Like just being a jerk, dude. It was great.
Yeah, but see, nobody talked shit to me. A dad just told me, "Oh, I liked you," and then no one complained about me. I said, besides the owners.
Yeah, no, your shit was great, bro. And it wasn't even dirty.
I know. I was gonna get dirty. I had some new jokes that I hadn't even done before. I had 2 new ones that I was ready to go.
I hate that.
And then maybe on the next show.
I hope so, man. That's the thing about me is I love hearing new shit with comics. Because I listen, bro. A lot of comics, they're like, I'm going to listen. I'm a fan, bro.
I could barely hear myself that day. People were fucking loud.
Yeah, that shit sucks, right?
So I was like hoping, I didn't mess up any punchlines, but I was just in my head, I'm like, I can't hear myself. And then like, is anyone laughing? Like,
yeah, that part messes up your delivery, huh? When it's like, can't hear yourself.
Yeah, and then like I said, it's better when people are paying attention. But like I said, you could do comedy. You're gonna go. It's not the first one I've done. I've done shows where they have the TVs on, watching the game. Like
It's the worst.
turn the fucking TV off. That's what I like about Chatterbox. It's a bar. It's a sports bar, but they
point.
shut it down for comedy night.
Yeah.
This is comedy night.
Yeah.
So if the locals that come in, they walk in. Hey, explain to them. Hey, we're having comedy night. You're free to stay or not.
Yeah.
That's how it should be. The owners of any establishment should go around and tell everybody, hey, we're doing a comedy show tonight. There might be some offensive language. And, if you're interested, stay. If not, come again next time. It's that fucking simple.
Chatterbox is perfect for that, dude. Steve, because Steve is a comic too, so he gets the rules and all that stuff, and he looks out for the comics. So.
But see, they shut it down until it's till 11, and then after that, it goes back to being the bar.
Right,
again.
right. It does.
So it's respected to the patrons and the comics. Like I said, they're one of the only places that do it right. I like Chatterbox. I love Chatterbox.
Hell yeah, me too.
But-
When I started in 2020, like just dabbling in it, that's where I used to go a lot. I was intimidated by the buddy system. I talked about this the other day, like only because I didn't want to bomb in front of people that like are in the IE, and I'm like kind of. So I would go to West Covina Chatterbox to go and bomb and shit. So
I've been around. They're all great places. Like the only place that I would hate is when they're at the dive bars. Like
oh yeah,
that's the worst. For then people are drunk and like I've seen people talk shit to comics, and I'm like, oh fuck, shit's about to go down. Like it never got too crazy, but I've seen pretty close.
Have you done Brooks? That
I did it one time and I bombed horribly and I never went back.
It's tough, right? Like the
Fucking-
topic shit.
We talked about this on Leo's podcast. Like he put the dumbest fucking topics in there. Like nothing you could even Like one of them was possums. It just said possums. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to say about possums?
Yeah.
And there was another one that said like, would you have a three-way with like some King Edward guy and someone else?
Fuck.
And I was like, what? Like
I don't even know who the fuck that
I was
is.
like pulling these out. I'm like, what am I supposed to say to this?
Yeah.
Like this is not even like a funny topic. They're so dumb. And
Yeah.
then Leo got a bunch of easy ones, and I was like, man, that I could have easily went off on that one,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I didn't know that you could do your own material during that. Like some people will just go off and do their own comments or
Yeah.
jokes and shit. But
Yeah, well, what usually how we would do it is like start off with your jokes you want to start with, and then like, okay, let's get into these topics, you know. But that place, the last time I was there, the bartenders are kind of hot, you know. But I hate when hot chicks are like snobby and like attitude.
they just want money. Hey,
Oh, I hate that.
shout
shit,
out to
dude.
Leo, but like he went there. You know, you're supposed to buy an item. He bought
Yeah.
like a bag of chips for like $1.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
And then the lady made an announcement like, if you're gonna be here, you guys need to buy something. Like it was because of Leo. He was just
Wow.
buying a bag of chips, like trying to spend the least
The
money
least one,
possible.
Yeah, that's so Leo. That's so Leo, bro.
But
Leo
yeah,
Montana. Yeah, the chick, the bartender one time, it was like she was like, "Oh, I heard her say, yeah, we're funnier than them," just like talking to another customer or whatever, and I was just like, I hate that shit.
first of all, you're not funny. The only funny thing is that you're dressed like a slut at a fucking golf a golf
Yeah,
drive.
it's a
What
golf
is
drive thing, whatever the fuck. Yeah, it's weird, bro.
When I went in there for the first time, I thought I was lost. I was like,
You got a BBL for this place?
it was like there's a golf course. It looked like a little rundown golf course, and then there's like stripper girls running the bar. It was so
Yeah,
random. Like,
it is random. Stripper
Like,
girls.
you should get-
They're out of there now, though.
you should be at Deja Vu. They're done. Like what happened with that situation?
I don't know. I didn't ask, but I know they're just like they're no longer there. But I think it's the comedy thing. You know what? One of the bartenders, she was like, "Can you guys not make it gay? You guys always make it gay. Like
Like what do you mean? Like make gay jokes?
make gay joke. Like you guys, okay? Like you, let's say pants, and like, oh yeah, I got it. You know, they start talking like gay stuff about pants, and it's just like you guys make everything gay. So I told her, I was like, hey, why don't you write a topic? She's like, why? You're just gonna make it gay? I'm like, all right, this girl don't have no bandwidth in her fucking brain, dude. So I'm kind of glad they're out of there. It's discouraging, and I hope they find something way better that respects comics, bro.
it was small too. Like ain't nowhere to sit. So yeah.
I like the topic shit because that kind of helps with crowd work, man. Like you never know what you're gonna get. So if you just pick a topic like, oh fuck, make that funny.
See,
you know.
situations I can talk about when shit happens, like when those guys started moving the tables and I made
Yeah.
a joke about it, it
Yeah.
kind of like loosens the room up, you know?
Yeah.
And then it offended the owner and he kicked me off.
See what I'm saying? If he was a fan of comedy, he would have been like, I get it, and went
That's
along
what
with it.
I think when Steez was here, I don't know if it was on camera or not, but he was like, comedy's the least respected art form. Like
I heard that.
I had told him I'd done another show where it was supposed to be a festival where there was supposed to be comedy in one room, music in another room, and then whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
During the middle of it, the owner was like, "Oh no, comedy's gonna go outside," and it's fucking raining.
Oh,
So there was a good crowd inside the bar area, and then they made us go outside. And nobody was there, and it started raining. So it's basically just we were huddled in a corner with other comics and maybe a couple random people. But
Yeah.
it was I still did my thing. Like I
It's-
don't give a fuck.
it's disrespectful, right? You
But-
feel kind of like, all right.
They kicked us out so that a guy can play the fucking piano. like-
was he good though?
Whatever, I guess. But like just a fucking piano. Like you couldn't have waited like an hour for us to finish. There was only like 4 of us there, you know.
Damn, I kind of like the piano though.
I want to learn to play the piano so I can learn the Interstellar song. You know the Interstellar theme. You know the Interstellar
The
space movie.
Yeah, I don't know the song though.
You'll hear it later.
Okay,
It'll
okay,
probably
okay,
your phone's listening to you, so it's probably
It'll
gonna pop up.
Yeah. And
But
plus, I've been playing the keyboard at my house too, so that it'll probably pop
I
up.
used to have a keyboard where it kind of like it lights up red and it shows you how to play
Yeah.
a whole new world from Aladdin and shit. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
I could play a few songs. My wife always gets mad, like Linkin Park. Like
in
in the end, everybody knows how to do that.
I learned how to do that on accident. So I'm learning how to play that Moonlight Sonata.
Mhm.
Doom, 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 doom. And I was like messing up, and I accidentally played Linkin Park, and I was like, I'm just gonna do this Linkin Park shit. It's pretty dope.
I could do like Linkin Park. I can do the Halloween.
Oh, the doo, doo, doo,
Yeah,
doo,
I could
yeah.
do a little bit of Fairlies.
Yeah, same.
The
Yeah.
Tetris. It's like famous in the Tetris songs.
Yeah.
And then I can play Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On. I can play a
Oh,
little bit of that,
sick.
a little bit.
Sick. Yeah,
And
same here. Like I
know
can't do a full
pieces.
song. Yeah, pieces. Yeah, riffs. I could riff on
People
it.
read the music and they're like, "Look, I can't do that
Hell
shit."
no,
Like,
dude.
I don't know how the fuck they do it, but
Yeah, nah.
like every time we're at Target, there's little kiddie pianos. I start playing them. My wife's always like, "We stop," or I'll put the Chinese song like. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
See, I know all the dumb
Yeah,
basic
bro.
shit.
What were you born in like what 87?
I'm 88. I'm 30,
88?
36, I think.
That's crazy because like a lot of so I'm 37. there's a lot of similarities, and I think it's just like 90s kids type shit,
Oh
bro.
yeah.
Like that Chinese thing, like we all learned that
Chopsticks.
shit. Yeah,
Dun, dun,
chopsticks.
dun, dun, dun.
And it's all black keys, right?
Yeah.
Dude, that shit's fun, man.
It makes me think of, you remember Crank Yankers?
Hell yeah, dude. Comedy Central, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that show was
yeah.
so fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
but
it was.
they had a Chinese rapper dude, but anytime they'd always play that song
Yeah.
when anytime he came on. But
They should bring something like that back, bro.
what's crazy is I think Jimmy Kimmel was one of the original, like, and then maybe Adam Carolla.
Uh-huh.
They were one of the original writers and
Oh, okay.
whatever. And now Jimmy Kimmel's all woke and gay now.
It's just
I'm
weird
gonna
as
say
fuck.
gay. He's woke
Yeah.
and gay.
Yeah, he is. It's weird,
So
but
it-
like gay in a bad way.
It trips me out. I'm like, this guy used to do shows like that.
The
Or-
Man Show, no?
Yeah,
Or-
the Man Show.
Yeah, yeah.
Very offensive shows. Very like, the Crank Yankers was the worst. Like I said, they went all over. They made fun of prostitutes, homeless,
Yeah,
bums. like-
races.
and then now, like, oh no, Donald Trump, la la la. Like, come on, man.
They got something on him.
You had puppet prostitutes.
Yeah. He was in blackface too.
Oh yeah,
It
yeah.
was Karl Malone or something like that. Yeah.
That's why it'll never happen because he's woke now. So no,
That shit sucks. Forget him. We don't need him. We got other comics, dude.
I want to rewatch them. I'm trying to find. Maybe it's on. Maybe I can stream it somewhere.
Bro, have you ever heard of the Jerky Boys?
Nah.
Bro, you have to check out the Jerky Boys.
Is
I
that,
think
is that on YouTube?
it should be on YouTube. Yeah, they came out with like albums, and all it is crank calls or prank calls, whatever. Bro, it's so fucking hilarious.
My friend's dad was on a crank call, and my friend found his dad on a crank call on the internet. It was so random.
What?
His dad used to scrap metal, right?
Okay.
He bought a brand new truck, and he would just scrap metal, just fuck that truck up.
Yeah.
Anyways, his dad was kind of. Anyways, I'm not gonna get into that, but so his dad would
I got the picture.
collect scrap metal, whatever, and someone prank called him and was telling him he has a bunch of razors, you know, the shaving razors.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was just pranking him about that, and then his dad was getting mad, like, "What do you mean? Like, this is just arguing." He was just, I don't remember the
That's right.
conversation,
It's tight.
but it was just funny that my friend found it. And he's like, "Fuck, that's my dad."
How does that happen?
Like I said, someone called his back to
His
his truck
business, right?
and was
Okay.
like, "Hey, I got a bunch of razors, like, you know, like the ones you shave your balls with, like."
That's
I
dope.
use them to shave my balls, but I don't need them anymore. Like, you can take the blade and scrap that, right? Like, he was fucking with him.
Did he end up telling his dad like you're on a crank? That was
I
the whole-
don't know, but he sent me and my friend the link to the video. Like,
Oh, okay.
but I remember just listening to his dad yelling at the dude because
Yeah.
just like in Crank Yankers, like they
Yeah.
think it's a serious call and then they get mad. But
Bro, you're gonna love the Jerky Boys, dude. You're gonna love. I'm gonna send you the link, bro. You're gonna love the Jerky Boy.
So-
I guarantee it.
since we're from the same time era, you remember that I kicked my dog?
Yeah,
prank call?
my dog. Yeah.
He's like, I am just calling today because your daughter come to my house today and she kicked my dog.
That might be. I don't know. It might be them. That might be them. I'm not gonna
we
lie.
used to fuck with people. Remember the soundboards on the internet where it'd be like Arnold Schwarzenegger or Napoleon Dynamite? It was already pre-made words, so you can call somebody like it'd be like Napoleon Dynamite. You'd be like, is grandma there? And then you can click
Oh,
different
that's
words.
dope.
You don't remember that?
Nah, dude.
We used to do that. They had different soundboards like Arnold Schwarzenegger, just a bunch of words,
That's sick.
and you could click it to get him to say whatever it
Do they
wants you
still
to
have
say.
that?
I don't know. This was like in the early 2000s. I used to do
I mean,
this.
AI. You could probably just do the whole voice now, right? Like,
I feel bad. I used to prank call my grandma. Rest in peace, grandma.
oh, that's
But
crazy.
I used to just fuck with her. Like
just give her anxiety.
I would use the Napoleon one, and I'd be like, is grandma there?
She's answering back.
Yeah, she'd be like, huh? And I'm like, is grandma there? Just doing because
Yeah, the same one.
the words weren't really something you can conversate with. It was just random stupid words.
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
And then the people were just like, huh? Like, but yeah, sorry, grandma.
Bro, back in the days, we used to crank call people and make like little like if you could, hey, this is so and so from Baskin Robbins. If you can name 31 flavors in 31 seconds, you win $31 or whatever, And they'd be like, oh, ice cream. Like, what? What?
Well,
Vanilla, chocolate. Babe Ruth.
one time I prank called GameStop,
Yeah.
pretending to be a black lady, like an old black lady, called like
Nice.
wanting to get a video game for her grandson.
Let's hear that.
I'd be like, cause I'd be like, I don't remember how I did the voice. But I'd be like, hi, I'm just calling today to see if Gears of War is a happy game or a sad game. My grandbaby wants this game. He's telling me it's a happy game.
I love that.
And they'd be like, well, it's rated. He's like, see, baby, it ain't no happy game. Gears of War. Like, I would just say stupid
that's
shit like
dope,
that.
bro. That's cool.
This voice, I was probably 15 at the time, so this voice was probably way better. But
Where did you study that from? What were you watching to know that?
Just
this child, like that's
Well,
dope, bro. Good shit.
not to be racist, but you could tell like an old black lady's voice. Just
Yeah.
you can hear an old Mexican lady's
Yeah, there's
voice,
soul
old
in
white
it.
lady's
Yeah,
voice.
yeah. Black women have soul in their
But
voices.
I just kept saying baby a lot. Like,
Baby. Oh,
my,
baby.
my grandbaby
Baby.
says
Yeah.
that this game is a happy game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to buy him no war game, but he says it's a happy happy gay.
Yeah, that's good, bro. Remember, like Big Boy in the morning when he would
Yeah.
like phone tap.
Yeah.
I love all that shit. We need to bring back fucking crank yankers and shit, bro. That shit's
You remember
fun.
Ryan's Roses?
No.
Ryan Seacrest? He would call people to like offer roses to catch
Oh
cheaters.
yeah, to catch cheaters.
But
What
I
a
heard
dick.
it was fake though. Like it wasn't real.
Oh, really?
Like
Oh, I hope so, dude. What a dick, bro.
they'd be like, "Can you leave a note?" They're like, "Yeah, what do you want to say?" And he'd be like, "Oh, hi, I've been enjoying these last few weeks with you, blah blah blah." And people were like, then they'd hop on the phone like, "Who is this bitch?"
Yeah.
The wife or girlfriend would be on there.
Yeah.
It was interesting to listen to, but I found out later that it was fake. But
Oh, that sucks.
most radio calls when they would call in
Mhm.
were like majority fake callers calling in just to give ratings to the
Yeah, a little
station.
entertainment and shit.
There was this one dude, I forget his name, but he had this one. He was kind of like Howard Stern, where he would talk shit to people. And this lady was. There's a famous clip. I'll show you later.
Okay.
Where this lady was complaining about men and not taking care of their kids. And he's like, "How about it's the women? You pick these fucking guys. You open your legs for these fucking guys." Like he was going off on her, and she was just
shit.
like, "Oh my
Oh,
god."
it's badass. Yeah, send me that shit.
he made me think of Kevin Samuels, that black dude that used to talk shit to women. When they'd be like, he was a black dude. He used to wear a suit. He died recently.
What?
He would give women advice. They'd be like, "Oh, I want a man who's 6 foot, rich, famous, whatever." And then he'd be like, "Ma'am, you're 5 feet, 300 pounds."
Is that the guy that talked to Amber Rose? Is that guy when he's like slut maker? Did you see that?
I don't know. Maybe there's so
that-
many
yeah,
of them.
like
yeah.
Amber Rose was like, so if I sleep with a lot of guys, it makes me a slut. What does it make you if you sleep with a lot of girls? He's like, a slut maker.
There's another black dude. I forget his name too. He's like really calm. He's an older dude, and he's funny too. I can't remember.
That's him. It's got to be him.
There's two of them. One's dressed like, he's dressed really
Super
fancy
nice
in
and
like a
shit,
3-piece suit, and then there's
Yeah.
another dude. He's like a preacher or something, and he
Yeah.
says a lot of racist shit.
Yeah, I think the first one you said is that guy. He's like real calm. He kind of has like lazy eyes, like
Yeah.
like he's stoned almost.
I don't know. I'm having a brain fart. I don't even remember their fucking names.
Yeah,
One's
me
Kevin
neither.
Samuels. The other one, fuck, I don't remember his name. He was on YMH recently.
I love people like that, bro. I just told George Friedo that I want to dress like Andrew Tate, dude. Because they were like, man, you give off fuckboy energy, and I'm like, I know it's how I dress, bro.
I love Andrew Tate, but I finally saw a clip of him that kind of was like, oh, is a clip of him. He's like, "Listen, if you're fat, I will never do business with you." He's like, "You're fat. You shove hot dogs down your throat. Like, how could I trust you in business?" I was like, actually, I was like, I'm more of an In-N-Out and pizza kind of guy. He's like, "How can I trust you? You can't even take care of yourself. You're eating pizza. I mean, you're eating ice cream and hot dogs." I was
Yeah,
like,
he's shock value guy.
no, but he's funny though. I like listening to him.
Yeah, he's cool. I think they're both funny, bro. Him and his brother.
It sucks that they kind of died out. Like once the internet kind of like,
It does suck.
because I like listening to him. He's funny.
Me too. And also, I always tell my girl this. I was like, if I had a male role model like him to look forward to, like in middle school and shit, I'd be a better person.
You
know
gotta
what I
sit
mean?
like this.
Yeah,
to
like
look,
yeah,
to look smart.
or have a. Yeah, dude, that guy's cool.
It's
And then
crazy.
his story about his dad being a grandmaster chess player and shit, bro. That
Hey,
shit.
he inspired me to learn how to play chess.
It's same,
So-
bro. I
so
downloaded it on my
downloaded
phone.
on the phone, and I fucking sucked so
Sucked
bad.
too, bro. I was getting beat by kids, I
I
think.
couldn't even beat the computer, and I was like trying to comprehend like there's millions of moves. It's like as many stars in the sky. That's how many fucking moves there is.
Fucking insane.
Like there's that one white kid that's like he's been a champion since he was a kid.
Yeah.
He'd be playing like 6 dudes at one time and just walk around, move, and just fucking own them all. I forget his name, but that motherfucker's crazy. But anyways, yeah, I tried playing chess. I was like, maybe I'll just stick to checkers.
Yeah, bro. My grandma used to whip my ass in checkers, bro. She never let me win.
I used to play board games with my grandma too, and
Yeah.
we used to play. What was that game where you pushed a little button in the middle and then the little dice? pop-
Sorry. I think
Or
it's
yeah, where you like move the things around.
sorry.
Yeah, she used to whoop my ass in that game too. I love my grandma. I miss her.
Yeah, but they were ruthless, huh? Like they never let us win, bro.
My
And
grandma.
she never moved her back row.
I have a bit about my grandma that I was gonna do. I didn't get to do, but
Mhm.
she used to roast me when I was little. Like she practically raised me. Like when I was like
Same.
a teenager, I went to go live with my grandma,
Yeah.
and then she would tell me shit like, "Andy, you know you have a face only a mother can love." And then she would like look around for my mom. I'm like, "All right, good one, grandma."
That's dope.
And in high school, I used to wear all black
Uh-huh.
and I had piercings. And she'd be like, "Andy, you're not one of those, are you?" And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, she thought I was gay. I was like,
yeah.
"Grandma, I'm not gay." I was like, I like girls. They just don't like me back.
yeah.
You wouldn't understand, Grandma.
Before incel was a thing, huh?
Yeah. Grandma, it's not a phase. I'm still wearing all black. I just don't have piercings anymore.
Hell yeah. And you got kids. Congratulations, dude.
And girls don't like me.
Bro, it's funny because my mom used to call gay people funny.
Oh.
He's like funny, right?
She would do that same. My
Yeah,
grandma
she's
did this. She's like,
funny.
"You're not one of
It's
those,
like
are you?"
funny. But what is this? It's
I
just
don't
like
know. Like I don't know.
crooked, like not straight. Yeah, I'm not too sure about what he is, what he likes.
Well, that's when she told me that because I came home with like a lip piercing or something, and that's when she told me like, you already have a face only a mother can love.
Oh
Like, what do you
shit.
do?
So would you say you get a lot of your like comedy from?
Yes, my grandma.
Same, bro,
I,
from women in my family, bro.
I said the joke that I have, I said I get my humor from my grandma, and then I
Yeah.
go on that. But I didn't get to do the fucking joke because they kicked me
So
off.
that was one of the new ones.
Actually, I was in the middle of one of those jokes, and then they kicked me off.
That's
But
bullshit, man. I would have loved to hear that one because
I'm still working on it. I don't have it together.
you know how it's like an ongoing thing, like women aren't funny, bro. I got all my humor from nothing but the women in my family, bro. Both my grandmas, my mom, they're funny women, bro.
I remember my aunt. She started dating my uncle, and he was in a quads and shit.
Hmm.
They'd go to Glamis and ride, and she fell off the motorcycle and like fucked her shit up. Like she rolled down a hill or whatever, right?
Fuck yeah,
And she came over with a neck brace, all fucked up.
yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, they're like, yeah, she fell." And my grandma's like, "I thought I felt an earthquake," like just like that.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause
Damn, see, that's
I was just
fucking
like,
great.
"Damn!" Like she's in agony with the neck brace on, and grandma's like, "Oh yeah."
Cracking jokes.
It's funny because at my grandma's funeral, my aunt brought that up at the funeral, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh fuck yes."
Yeah. Did everybody kind of laugh and make it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I love that shit, man.
I didn't have the balls. I wanted to speak about my grandma at her funeral, but like I was like a kid and I was nervous. Like I didn't want.
How old were you?
Probably like 17 or 18. Like actually, maybe I'm lying. Maybe I was in my early 20s, but she died maybe like 15 years ago. But
So you weren't you said you were nervous,
yeah, like I wasn't into comedy back then. Like
but did you have anything prepared or
no.
just like?
But when my aunt mentioned that, I wanted to bring up a bunch of shit that I want to talk about, but I was just too nervous. Like
Gotcha.
I didn't have the stage presence I have now. You know, now I don't give a fuck.
confidence.
Yeah.
That's how what got you to get your confidence on stage? Because mine is like not giving a fuck about the audience. When I give a fuck about them, I'm toast.
Well, when I first started, I've talked about this in other episodes. I froze my first time.
Like legit didn't say shit. Or
I didn't know what to like. The lights, everything at the improv was the first one I did.
Damn.
And I just
Ontario?
froze. Yeah, because
Oh,
when
shit.
you're up there, it's lights and darkness. And you
Mhm.
see just a few people in front of you, and
Yep.
I was just like, and there everybody's like, like, come on, you can do it, and it's just making it worse.
damn.
I said this on other episodes, but it was nerve wracking. That happened to me that time, and then another time I was too drunk, and I just I just fucked up. But now I just talk like I'm only like I'll make eye contact with like one or two people,
Yeah.
and act like I'm just talking to them, like nobody else is
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So I'll just contact whoever I'm talking to.
Yeah. Same.
So it doesn't really feel like I'm talking to an audience. I don't get that nervous, but I don't know. Beer helps me calm my nerves. I'll have one before and one after.
Yeah. The Ontario Improv is dope, dude. That's like a legit stage.
I haven't done their open mic
great.
in a while. I don't know. Like they do it like every month, but I keep missing them.
every other month.
I keep missing the dates. Like it's like a Tuesday in the beginning of some random month. Like
Yeah.
beginning-
It's so I guess they do it every other month, and then the months in between that are the roast battles.
Oh yeah, let's talk about the roast battle. So who are you going up against next?
Cameron.
When is that in February?
February. I think February 11th. So you guys watch out for that.
Hey, they raised the prices on that shit. It was like $5. Now it's like $15.
To
I'm
get
like,
in the
yeah.
roast battle, no shit.
Last time I went there, it was like $15, and I was like, huh? I'm like,
Damn.
did they raise the price?
And
They're
we
like,
don't even see any of that money. That just goes out of them, dude. No, but yeah, so the last time I was over there, the way I got on there was from the open mic. So after my open mic set, I guess I killed that one, and Adrian was like, "Hey man, I want you on my roast battle." I found out that he was just like getting people because he didn't have anyone.
Hey, it happened to me too.
Yeah, and he got me, he got Hector Montana, and I found this out from Hector. He said, "Damn, I didn't expect you guys to kill like that." He's like, I just kind of like, I need people, like, come on, but you guys came with some heat.
The first time
Hector's a beast, man.
I froze, right, and I killed it the last minute.
Uh-huh.
Then he invited me. My next time on stage was at the roast battle. So that was like my second time on stage ever.
Nice.
So same situation. They just invited me, like, and I did horrible.
Oh, at the open mic?
Well, like I said, I froze on stage.
They just needed someone to.
But this is when they first started the whole thing.
Oh,
It was
okay.
new. Like,
Okay.
I'm about to hit my 2 years in February. So
Nice. Hell yeah.
that's kind of when they first started the roast battle. But so you're going against Cameron?
Yeah, the first time I went against Perry Joseph.
That was a good one. You guys went neck to neck on that one. I was
Yeah.
like, holy shit.
Yeah, that was pretty fun, dude. That was my first like actual roast battle, and that was just like a contender thing. Like if you beat Perry, then you'll go.
What was that 8 Mile joke you made up? Like,
Oh, so yeah, that one. All right, so what was it?
I think you said
Oh,
something-
okay. The way I set it up was give it up for Eminem's retarded brother Mentos. Dude, your teeth are so fucked up. You look like you 8 miles of concrete.
Oh yeah.
So I had to like hurry up and get that 8 Mile in there next to the Eminem, and someone has one of the judges were like, bro, that 8 Mile one was like killer.
I just remembered. I said that was like a month or two ago, right?
Yeah,
I remember that. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck, that was a good one.
8 miles of concrete. His teeth were fucked up, dude. Shout out Perry. Love you, Perry. You're a good sport, man. But I that one and then the AR-15 one was like one that the judges were like, bro, that was some
you
good
said it was
shit.
like a pedo joke, right?
Yeah, so it was like basically making fun of him being skinny, and then him. So it was he could have been a school shooter, but AR-15 is way more than him, and he doesn't touch anything over 14.
Yeah.
So it was trying to get the most out of that. He had some good shit too, though, man. I'm not gonna like just discredit his
I kind
shit.
of want to
but-
get back in just because like now I'm experienced. I know how it works. The first few times I went, I had no idea what the fuck a roast battle was.
I heard one podcast, I think it was with C's, and or maybe Hector, when you were talking about when you went up and you said something off the top of the head there, and I was like, damn, that's pretty fucking good. I forgot what it was.
I don't remember either, but like I said, it's really hard. Once you're in the moment, it's fucking frustrating. That minute you're watching that clock,
The
and then
clock fucks you up, doesn't it?
and the time goes quick. Like you literally have enough time to do like 4 or 5 jokes, and
Yeah.
the time's up.
I
Like,
over prepared, dude.
yeah, me too.
Yeah, I over prepared for that
Or
shit.
the best way to do it is to go light in the first round,
Mhm.
go hard in the second round.
Yeah.
'Cause that's the one nobody remembers the first round. The second round
Facts.
is like now they're interested. Like, all right,
Yeah.
see what he's gonna say. Like Hector, he went hard in the first round. Then second round he's like
Just kind of died down a little bit.
I thought-
That's why I kept that 8 Mile joke at the end, man.
that motherfucker tricked me. I told him he was all asking me like questions and shit, and he went up there and just murdered everybody. Like
That's what he does, man. That fool does that. I don't know if that's his little like his secret. I don't know why he does that, but he has confidence, man. Like he'll ask me too, like, hey bro, did you think this was, or hopefully I do good. Then he goes up there and just kills. I'm like, bro. And I told him, I was like, I'm not gonna bullshit you, bro. I didn't think you were gonna do good. I didn't even know what to expect. And I was sitting there as a fan watching him, like, holy shit, I'm genuinely laughing.
I just saw a clip of him today flying an airplane. I'm like,
Yeah,
what the
you saw
fuck?
that shit?
I was like, what are you gonna go smuggle some coke for the cartel?
Yeah, or he's just deporting people.
Because he was in the military, so maybe he was a pilot. I don't know. I'm not quoting him. I don't know, but maybe he has military experience.
I
but-
saw some videos where he was shooting people from a helicopter. So
Oh no, I didn't see that video. He told me about it. He's like, oh, I got terabytes of shit. I was like,
yeah, dude.
I've seen enough Rotten.com in my life and Live Leak. I'm good. You know.
That guy's nuts, man. Hector's a fool. I seen that today too. And I was like, is this fool in the air right now?
Because I have another friend who's training to be a pilot,
Uh-huh.
and I thought that was the friend. Then I seen it was him. I was like, what the fuck?
Isn't
Like,
it weird to see his face up in the sky in the
I'm like-
plane? And like, what the fuck?
I was like, what version of is this VR GTA or some shit?
Yeah. That shit tripped me out too, bro. I was like, what the fuck?
Did you ever play Grand Theft Auto?
Just dabbled in it just to like on the free play shit so I can run people
I
over.
loved Vice City. That was so fun.
That's
You-
probably
you
the
get
only one
to
I-
fly the airplanes.
Yeah, that's the one I played.
And you can like go and there's like you see the sharks in the water. And
Yeah, that shit's dope.
he was playing real life GTA.
Yeah, he was fucking.
I'm like, someone let that guy in an airplane.
yeah, right. Who's airplane, by the way? Like, what
I
the
think
fuck?
you can go like, well, if you're trained to be a pilot, they
Yeah.
like once you're trained, it's like you're renting it. Like you're allowed. I think.
So he has his license. He
Well,
has his
unless
pri-
he's learning, I don't know the situation,
That
but
dude was by himself in that plane.
because I have a friend who's also training, and then he had been going out with an instructor, and then I think
Okay.
after a certain while, it's like when you get your license, you get your permit, and then you're allowed to go on your own. So
Okay. Shit, that's scary as fuck, dude.
well, let's call him right now and ask him like, hey, motherfucker, how did you get on that damn airplane?
Yeah, we should, honestly. I think it has to do with like military shit.
You know what's crazy? Have you ever heard the story called Sky King,
No.
where some random guy who worked at an airport stole an actual airliner plane, like the ones that carry people? What are they called? Like the 747?
Oh, like commercial planes, right?
This dude somehow, he's not a pilot at all, stole one, took it off, flew around. There were people on the ground were like, what the fuck is this guy doing? He called into the controls and was
Yeah.
like, hey, I fucked up, I stole a plane. And they're like, what happened? But he's like, I just had a couple of loose screws I didn't even know, and then here I am.
What the fuck?
And then they had like jets following him, like prepared to shoot him down because they thought he could commit like a terrorist attack or something. But
Oh
he's like-
shit.
he was talking to the control guy. He's like, hey, do you think I can do a barrel roll in this? And they're like, do not do that. And he's like, all right. And then he fucking does it. He's doing backflips, barrel rolls in the big 747s.
No way,
There's,
dude.
look it up. They call him Sky King, but there's
Okay.
videos of him just, you could hear him talking.
So
to the
no
control.
experience.
No, I don't. He's like, oh, I played video games. I'm like, how easy is that?
That's probably all you need, man.
But how do you take off, pull all those buttons and shit? Like,
yeah, dude.
taking off is the hardest part, obviously, right?
That's what they say.
Or
Yeah,
landing.
Or landing. Yeah.
And this motherfucker got up, he was gone, and then they didn't even know he was gone until he called in, was like, hey, I fucked up.
It's that easy to take a plane, bro.
But he had just, maybe he was one of the bag people or some shit. I don't know, luggage people or something.
I
But
just realized it's harder to get in a plane as a civilian, and it's easier just to steal one. Damn, bro.
Like I said, I don't know the backstory, but he claims to have no experience. But I'm like, how the fuck?
Yeah, how do you even start? I'd be looking for a key to turn, bro.
Maybe you've been there for like a half an hour trying to figure out buttons and shit. Like you're like pushing shit and like things are opening up.
Yeah, you got to start engines and shit, right? Like,
No clue.
that's
Maybe he
weird.
lied about his experience, but it's on YouTube. It's called Sky King. Check it
okay,
out.
I'm gonna check that shit out.
It's a sad story. Like,
Why he dies?
well, yeah, he ends up crashing.
He crashed.
Because he knew he couldn't land it. Like he didn't know how. Like he stole it knowing this is the end. You know.
Oh, damn.
That's why he was doing backflip. Like they were watching him. The guys in the jets were following him, and like when he did like the backflips, he was calling them barrel rolls. I don't know if that's what it's called
Yeah.
on in Star Fox. Barrel rolls when they spun.
Kind of go this way. Yeah.
When they spin.
Yeah.
So anyways, he would like do a flip and like come like inches between the water. Like he barely made it. He's like, oh, I thought I was gonna crash on that one. Let's do it again. Like
Wait, I think I heard something like this, but I thought he like knew he was flying and he's just like, hey man, this is like I want to end it type shit. Like I'm.
just watch it on YouTube later.
Okay,
But it's
cool.
a sad story, but
Is it really? It's a sad story.
if you listen to him saying like he's admitting that he fucked up in life and he apologizing to his family because he knows it's about to end, you know, like
Oh damn.
so it's a
Some deep rooted
they've
shit.
made some like good videos like clipping and they add the music to it. It makes it more dramatic. You know?
That's a pretty cool way to go out though, man. Like just I mean, he's not hurting anybody.
That's what he said. He's like, I'm not gonna hurt anyone. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna look over here real quick. He just wanted to go explore it.
Dude, that's
just
cool.
flying around for like a
Respect.
half an hour. But
R.I.P. the Sky King, man.
let's move on to that. But anyways,
Yeah,
so are you ready for the next roast battle or what?
Bro, I barely been riding for this guy.
You know,
I just added him on Instagram. I'm like, should I reach out to him?
I think don't give away too much information.
Really?
Have you've heard his last? You saw his last one, right? It
Yeah, he went against
was a
was it?
girl.
Emily.
Yeah.
He fucking murdered her. Sorry, Em. I'm gonna get him back for you, Em. Yeah, that was crazy.
I would not want to go against a girl at all. Like
Oh yeah, I'll murder a girl, dude.
I would hurt my own feelings going against.
There's a couple of girls out there that I know if they hear me say that they want my neck, but bring that shit on.
Have you seen that video of there's an MMA fighter, I forget his name. Maybe it's Khabib, I don't remember. Where they're like, if you were to go up against one-on-one with a girl, how many girls can you take? He's like, endless. Keep them coming. Like I could just like he was just saying against top.
I love that answer.
I think it's
Endless.
Khabib. It might be Khabib. You know Khabib, right?
Yeah. Nurmagomedov.
It was an interview and he was like, well, how many girls do you think like MMA females can you take on? He was like, endless.
They would ask the Muslim.
He was like endless. I could just keep going all day.
Yeah.
I would never run out of breath.
I believe him. I believe him, bro.
He was saying that like when they fight girls, when they spar with the girls, they
Yeah.
go at like 10%. Like they don't really hit them, you know. Like
Right, of course.
he's like, we'll fucking murder them, you know.
Yeah, like permanent damage.
So yeah, if any girl wants to go against and he'll go endless against.
Yeah, exactly. In the roast battles?
Yeah,
Yeah,
endless.
definitely endless, dude. Endless. Open invitation. I'm Khabib of this shit right now.
If I was going against a girl, I would make fun of my own small penis so that they wouldn't make fun of me.
You would
Like
8 Mile it.
like yeah, I got a small penis. Yeah, I get no pussy.
Yeah. Bro, it's funny you say that because we were in the parking lot after that roast battle and I was telling them, bro, you know how I get prepared for this shit? I watch endless amounts of rap battles. Like Grind Time. I don't know if you're into it at all, but Grind Time, King of the Dot. There's like actual.
Do you know who Charlie Clips is?
Yeah, I heard of Charlie Clips.
I did a comedy thing and he was there and I got a picture with him. It was pretty
Nice.
cool.
Nice. Okay, cool. So you know what's up.
But
yeah,
I used to listen to rap battles
vibe.
back in the day, like old YouTube ones. There was
like
this,
Disaster and all them or no?
I remember. Do you remember that one? What was that guy's name? He used to go against Eminem a lot. He was a black dude. I can't remember his name. I remember Brain Farts. This is like early 2000s. I don't remember.
He would go against Cannabis.
Cannabis. Did you
Yeah.
ever see that dude that destroyed Cannabis?
Yeah, Disaster.
Yeah, he was. I
He
remember.
pulled out his
like,
notepad, right?
Yeah, he's like, you got, and they made funny YouTube videos reenacting that. And there was one where he's like talking to his friend. He's like, you got any suggestions? And he's like,
Guys, help me out here.
was he all drugged out? Cannabis? Like, what was wrong with him that day? Like,
No, but he had his arm in a sling, right?
yeah. And then he had the notepad, and then
Notepad. Yeah, that was
the guy Disaster. That's his name.
Disaster's
I
amazing.
remember this. I haven't seen this video in like 20 years.
Okay.
I remember him saying, "I feel like I'm putting my own dog to sleep." Like that line right there was so fucking murderous
Yeah.
because he was talking about rapping against him. He's like, "I
Yeah.
feel like I'm putting my own dog to sleep."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh
Yeah,
fuck!"
that's
Like,
that's hard. The one that I remember from that battle, because I don't know if you remember, but Cannabis had a rap feud with LL Cool J.
mhm.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, so he had a feud with LL Cool J. This fool Disaster said, back in my days, all it took was 2 L's and a Cool J to roll Cannabis up. Bro, see, that's why I listen to this shit. I listen to it because it's like, that's brilliant.
Maybe I
like
should
2
do that.
L's,
I should start listening to him.
Yeah.
It's been a while. I used
Is-
to watch a lot on YouTube just for entertainment, like
Yeah,
because some of it's funny. Like
Exactly, right? There's like wittiness
I
in
seen
it.
this dude was going against a girl,
Mhm.
and he was just going in, like being
Oh,
really.
the big body bitch. You
Yeah,
get
yeah,
that one?
yeah. He was going in on it because she was like I guess a bulldagger. Is that what you call them?
I don't know. What is that, like a
Like a butch chick.
butch
like
chick?
they
Okay.
call them bulldaggers. But
Bulldaggers?
he
That's
was
hilarious.
saying like calling her this shit, and I was just like, God damn, like he's going in on her.
Brutal. Yeah.
He said,
I like to look at their faces. They're just like looking down, like fuck, this guy's killing me.
I don't know who came up with this word, but the word big back
Yeah.
is so fucking hilarious.
Big
like
back is dope.
you should, if you go get some fat dude, call him a big back, please. Like
Yeah,
I don't know what generation. I know damn well Gen Z didn't make it up, but maybe it was one of our generations. But
probably.
I wish we had that word back when we were kids.
Yeah,
you know?
big back bitch and all that shit. That shit's dope.
I-
They got the BBL shit is big back Latina. That's what it should be
I
now.
like anytime my nieces or nephews are over here, I always call them big backs, and they look at me retarded, like, why are you saying this? Like, that's not your word. Like,
Oh yeah, dude,
like-
I get that all the time.
like you're not allowed to use the lingo. But honestly, don't know where it came from. But if they did come up with it, cheers to you guys.
Yeah, that's a
fucking
good one. It's better than Riz.
Oh yeah, the Riz.
I hate Riz, bro. I hate
My
that.
daughter's like all into that.
Spit game.
My daughter's all into that lingo, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck she's saying. Like half the time she's talking to me, I'm like, huh?
Yeah,
Like,
what the fuck? Is this English?
it's funny they shit on our generation, but they all dress like us. Like she wears the big jeans.
Yeah, they brought it
She
back.
just bought DCs recently. Like she's on the
Damn.
DCs. I'm like, I told my daughter, you look like you're about to go walk on the onside of the freeway or something. Like anytime you see someone wearing DCs, they're walking on the side of the freeway.
Yeah,
like
that's
those
true.
are the tweaker.
Yeah, remember Osiris's
Yeah, the
The
big
big
ass blocks.
tongue and shit? Yeah.
That shit look like you're wearing a shoebox with laces.
Yeah, facts.
I used to wear DCs, but not the kind she likes. The kind she likes looks like the tweaker ones, but the ones that I liked were like Rob Dyrdek skater ones.
Yeah,
not,
yeah,
not those thrift store looking shitty shoes, you know.
yeah. The tweaker ones, dude. Tweaker
I've always been
DCs.
into Vans my whole life.
Yeah.
Vans, and I wear Nikes here.
Remember,
And there.
Vans were cheap back in the days, bro. Like $20-$30.
I had a friend who worked at the mall.
Yeah.
She worked at Vans, and she had a discount where she can get them for like $25.
Sick.
So I just give her money, and then she at work buy them.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's dope.
I had a plug for a while, but she only worked there for a little while.
The
But
Vans plug. Fuck, that would have been dope.
did you ever work any shitty jobs like that in high school?
I worked Stater Brothers.
I tried getting in there. There's a lot of places I try to get in jobs that I could never, like
Yeah.
the movies. I want to get a job at the movies
Oh, that
just so I
would've
could
been cool.
watch movies
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
Never could get in.
I think it's who you know.
Yeah,
That's how you get in.
it's
I worked
funny.
Stater Brothers.
I've even applied like at Walmart or Target. Like Target's the funniest thing. They make you do this whole fucking survey. Like, and at the end, if you ever
Really?
applied for Target, there's like literally like an hour-long survey asking
Damn.
you stupid questions like, if you saw someone stealing, what would you
Oh yeah.
report
all
it?
that
Like,
shit. Yeah.
obviously, like it's so dumb, but
Yeah.
and I still never get hired. Like.
You're
But
not
then you
talking
see
right
the people
answer.
working, they're like, that asshole has a job here. Like even
Yeah.
Walmart, I tried getting a job at Walmart, never. But then I'm like, oh, I'm not on probation. That's why I don't fucking
Yeah.
get a fucking
You
job.
gotta have a face tat to work at Walmart, dude. I realize that, and you have to be autistic to work at Target.
I got hit up by a cholo in Walmart one time.
For real?
I used to live in Upland.
Oh,
Um,
okay, okay.
I didn't have a shaved head then. I had hair then.
Why did he hit you up?
I don't know. This fool's tweaking.
You had
I
a
was
Dickie
just,
shirt on, dude.
no, I always wear metal band
Yeah,
shirts.
yeah, yeah.
Like, hey, I'm a rocker fool. Right?
Yeah. Rocker fool. That's what's up.
But
dude.
I don't know. I was just in Walmart shopping with my daughter was a baby at the time. We're just shopping.
Damn, he hit you up and you had your kid with you.
Yeah, just
Oh, what a-
fucking complete
What a
random.
mark.
He was
You're a mark, bro.
he was Fool's Gone Wild gold for sure. Like someone you see on that shit. He came up to me, he's like, "Hey, fool, why you been following me?" Eh? I was like, "Huh?" He's like, "I've been seeing you around, eh?" I'm like, "I live around here." I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?" And
Yeah.
he's like, "Nah, man, you've been following me." I'm like, he had a backpack in his shopping cart. I think he might have been home. He might have been
dude.
homeless or something.
Tweaker shit.
And I was like, "Fool, I don't fucking know you. Like, who are you? Like, why?" I was like, "Don't fucking come at me." I started getting like
Yeah.
mad. Like, 'cause first I thought he was fucking with me.
Yeah.
Like, and then I was like, "Wait a minute, this fool's being serious." I had my wife and my baby with me, so I'm like, I don't want to get into it
Damn.
with them here, you know. So my wife's standing there. I'm like trying to like get her to go, and then it caused a big old fucking scene. And then people go around, and I just walked away from him. But I was like, "Man, fuck you!"
What
like,
the fuck?
I was like, but I wasn't about to go to jail for some fucking tweaker. But it was just so random. Like,
Yeah. Plus, I would hate to fight a tweaker, bro. I don't trust their blood.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Me and my friend almost got into it with a homeless person in Vegas. Like he was asking for change. There's another situation with my wife and kids. Like I was buying them food. We got married out in Vegas, and we were gonna go. Me and my friend were gonna go watch the fights.
Hmm.
I think it was Brock Lesnar was fighting the night. This was years ago.
Are you a UFC fan? Big UFC
Yeah,
fan?
yeah.
Yeah, me too.
So we're gonna go watch the fights at this spot, but before we went, I wanted to buy them food. So we're like, this homeless dude outside the liquor store was asking everybody for change. He was bothering everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I was like carrying the food. We were walking back, and he's like, "Let me get that food." I'm like, "No, this is for my wife and kids." Like, no. He's like, "No, fuck that, you fucking Mexican." Like,
What
give me
the fuck?
like. And my friend was with me, and he was like, "Man, fuck you." And then
shit.
he was like, "Fool, let's fuck this fool up." I'm like, "Nah, fool." Like, he looked dirty. Like,
Yeah.
you've seen Vegas bums before,
Yeah,
right?
I have, yeah. And they
They
smell
look
like
dis-
piss.
They look disgusting.
Bad. I'd rather chill with a San Bernardino
So
bum.
we were like, "Fuck that." I was like, "Fuck this, let's go." And then he started following us back to the hotel, and I was like, "Fool, I can't," because we're about to
Damn.
drop this off, and I was like, "I don't want him to see where the room is."
Yeah.
So I turned around, I was like, "Fuck it, let's go." And then finally at the time, the guy at the liquor store came out,
Yeah.
the owner, and then he called the cops. Then eventually the cops came out, but
Oh shit.
I was ready to throw it. I didn't want to, but I was ready to.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta sleep someone to just stop the
It
whole
was
thing.
crazy. It was two of us versus one of him,
Yeah,
like,
bro. You should have just slept him. You should have, like, if he's following you, just like lead him into a dark alley and just sleep him, dude.
But he was rude. He was like first asking for change, then he wanted the food, and then like he was
The
he was-
Mexican comment.
Yeah, he's like, "You fucking Mexican." I was like, "Okay."
That's crazy. How do you even know?
I couldn't even tell what race he was because he was so dirty.
Dirty?
Could have been white, could have been Italian. I don't fucking know. But he was very racist.
That's a good one, bro.
How could you be racist and be a bum?
I mean,
You have to mingle with everybody.
he can't really. That's true, huh? No shit.
Exactly. He was just on one because he had been talking shit to other people because the owner already knew. Like,
He's probably a mole person. You know how they have people
Yeah,
that live underneath
it's crazy. I saw
Yeah.
that. Like, I saw like a documentary about that. I'm like,
Vice. Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Like they have like like models and shit, girls who are beautiful, and then they're all crackheads. Have you seen those confessions where people like interview people on the streets?
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, I used to be a model, and I used to be this person, and then the drugs and all."
Yep.
Vegas is a bad place.
They get taken advantage of, dude. And it's like, yeah, that's just pretty crazy. It is a bad place. I mean, it's because, like, people. It's gambling is the thing. That's what it is. Gambling, addiction of gambling is just.
I played the slot machine once, lost $50 and never played again.
That's good, man. I'm a roulette player. I like roulette. Have you ever played roulette?
No, I've never gambled. I know how to play like blackjack and shit with people, but I've never gambled anything.
Roulette's the shit, bro.
Everybody at my work is all into like prize picks and the
Oh
sports.
yeah, sports stuff. I can't do that.
I can't do it just because simply like I like baseball, hockey, whatever. I'm not really into football, but like I like these teams. I'm not wasting my time watching other teams. It's like almost like how can you say you're an Angels fan, right?
Yeah.
But you're watching stats of other players.
Other players.
You're basically rooting for these other players to win. Like you shouldn't. You know?
Yeah, yeah. It's all about the money ruins everything, bro.
I had
do
this
shit
guy.
for
This
money.
guy at work. He fucking makes thousands of dollars, like 50,000 plus a year, like
From sports,
those little app ones,
Gambling?
prize picks, whatever.
DraftKings and all that shit.
Yeah, he's got like if you can, it'll show you your total winnings. He's like 50,000 plus.
No
Like,
way, dude.
He's really good at it. Like there's people. He's got everybody hooked at work on that shit. Like
Dude, I think I don't even.
shout out to Tyler. That
I don't know.
motherfucker's.
I don't want to like blow his spot, but I think Joey Babies, man, Joe Beltran, the comedian,
Mhm.
he's really good at that shit too. Fantasy football and all. He's into that shit, bro.
I watched this comedian talk about how he's really into that shit too, and he said he made $1 million doing that shit.
Bro, how?
He said
Crazy.
he said that he makes $40,000 a year doing comedy, and he made $1 million doing that shit.
That's
So-
insane. He knows players or something, dude.
I don't know how that
That
works,
shit
but
probably getting dirty. You know what I mean?
I forget who he was. Some random white guy. I went to go see somebody, and he was like a featuring act.
Yeah.
But he's like, I was able to buy my house with this, so like I was like, that's cool. He's like,
Dude.
could you imagine funding your comedy career with fucking gambling like
Gambling
that?
shit.
He's like, my wife can't complain now. Like first she didn't like it, but I won $1 million. I don't know if it was on one or over time, but
Yeah.
I believe it because I said I seen the guy at work, and he's like for like the year it'd be like 50,000 plus. I'm like, God
That's
damn.
insane, bro. Fuck.
I don't have the time or the energy to think about that shit.
Yeah, me neither. I'll get confused as fuck, dude. And I don't want to be looking at games all the time just for that. It just takes this fun out of it.
I forgot Super Bowl's coming up.
Yeah.
I like to do when they do at work, they'll do like you buy a square.
Oh, the squares.
I'll do that.
That's good enough. And I can understand that shit.
$10 for a square. Like
Yeah.
I'd never fucking win, but I'll do that. Whatever. I don't even know what the fuck that is. They're like, oh, just pick a square.
I think it's like they go by score the points on like, okay, nah, I'm not gonna fucking act like I know. I don't fucking know.
Like I said,
I just put 5 on it too.
I have no idea. Like I like baseball and hockey, and that's it. And I'll watch.
That's your shit.
I watch a little bit of college football. That's about it. Like NFL, people get too crazy. Like
Yeah.
grown men just fighting each other like over a team. Like you're not on the team. Like chill out. You know.
Yeah, I like UFC, dude, a lot. Who's your favorite fighter? or top 3 at least.
BJ Penn was one.
Damn.
I like the older dudes. Like,
Remember when Nick beat him?
yeah, I don't have too many newer fighters. I'm sorry to say this, but like none of them like kind of like
Excite you?
yeah, like
Yeah.
the older fighters. BJ Penn was one of my favorite. Clay Guida was one of my favorites.
Like, it's crazy.
Like, I'm gonna name a bunch of old motherfuckers. Like, let's see.
Lawler.
Yeah, I also like John Jones. One of my favorites. Even though he's got a lot of controversy, people talk shit about him.
Yeah.
He's a beast. Like,
Yeah, he is.
you cannot fucking deny him. Brock Lesnar was one of my favorites too. Like back in the day, because I was a fan of him as wrestling. You know.
Yeah, what shit do they talk on John Jones that really sticks? What is it?
It's
Is
because he
it
does drugs. Like
does coke and all
the
that
coke
stuff?
shit. Like
That's,
it's because once
Gives a
when
shit,
he had that with Daniel Cormier,
yeah.
he beat him every time, and then he bragged about it. He's like, man, I fucking beat
Oh.
your ass, coked out,
Coked
3-day
out, yeah.
bender,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I didn't even sleep. There was I forget what fight he was where he broke his toe, his big toe.
Oh, wasn't it popping out like the?
Yeah, and he didn't even feel it. The fucker's coked out.
That's crazy, bro. That's badass, bro.
But yeah, he has a lot of controversy, and that's why Dana White's like, when we do fights, we cannot have him in Vegas. Vegas is bad for him.
Oh,
Because
no
a lot of the
shit.
shit he got into was out in Vegas.
Yeah, I
bro.
remember I saw that video of him with the cops.
Yeah,
and
I
he just,
saw
like, hit his
I
head
saw
on the
Dana
cop.
say he just can't be in Vegas, man. Like,
Yeah.
so like
See what I'm saying?
they schedule fights for him. I think they try to get him out of not like if we're gonna do a Vegas fight, no John Jones.
Vegas is crazy for anyone like John Jones.
He's supposed to fight again, I think, or he's coming back. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he's supposed to fight Aspinall,
Mhm.
but he wants a lot of money for it,
Yeah, but like I said,
which makes sense.
some of these newer fighters, I'll watch it, but just they don't excite me like the older
Yeah.
fighters. Do you have any older fighters that you used to like?
Obviously Diaz brothers, just because they come with that type of style that I was growing up around. You know, that fuck you bitch and smacking each other and all that.
Did you see that clip of supposedly
Nick all cracked out?
Was that real? Or
I think
people
so,
said it was
dude.
real. He was supposed to fight coming up.
Yeah, he was like in December or some shit. Bro, okay, this is my
He was in the grass, burning grass.
yeah, weird, right? That's some tweaker shit.
Maybe
Some
he
tweaker
smoked salvia.
I don't know, bro. But my theory with Nick is that like he wanted to be where his brother's at, and because his brother reached it first, like he's just like, nah, I don't want no handouts. Cause he looks kind of poor, dude. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like obviously Nate's rich as fuck, dude. So I think it's one of those like big brother, like, nah, I don't need no handouts from you or anything like that. So he just, and then plus, you know, his girlfriend like killed herself or something like that. I don't know if you heard
Yeah,
about
maybe
that.
he's having some mental problems.
Yeah, and Nick's a little different, but I like that fool, man. The Diaz brothers, I like I said, Robbie Lawler was dope because he's just a fucking savage, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna name my number one of all time.
Go for it.
George St. Pierre.
Oh, GSP.
I loved him.
Yeah, he's technical.
He was supposed to come back, but then I don't know what happened.
Did you see him? He was in the fitting room with Nick when his last fight when he was gonna fight Robbie Lawler. He was back there with him.
Maybe they
pretty
trained
cool.
together.
Yeah, probably. He's
I used
pretty
to
cool.
watch the old back in the day. I used to buy DVDs at the 99-cent store.
Nice.
Like you can get the Octagon, or
Yeah.
I've gone to the amateur fights. Like
Okay.
is it the Octagon or I don't remember which one. King of the Cage or
I like
something.
Bobby Green too.
Oh yeah, he's cool.
He's from out here.
There's
cool.
there's a lot of Fontana fighters.
There is.
I see. I don't remember their names, but noticed like there was a black dude from Fontana.
Yeah, the tall dude.
Yeah, and he
Yeah,
lost
I
his
forgot
first
his
fight in
name.
the UFC.
Fighter or something like that. I forgot his fucking name, but yeah, he's from out here.
Do you ever train MMA?
No, but I used to box a little bit, just like train, but not really like fight people, but just for health shit.
I used to love playing the UFC game. Me
Yeah.
and my friends would get drunk in the garage and just fucking go at it.
Yeah.
UFC 1.
Okay.
I can't get into the newer ones. They changed the settings on the game.
Oh, okay.
Grappling became too hard, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, fuck that. But
Yeah. I come from an era of slap boxing and shit and going bodies.
I was
Let's go bodies, fool.
I think I might have told Leo this. And I went to a continuation school for a period of time.
Yeah.
And at that time, I was younger. Like we were junior high and they had high school kids.
Mhm.
And we were separated, so we wouldn't be around each other. Like
Yeah.
kind of like prison. They didn't want us around the big kids,
Right,
but
right.
we would have to go across the street. It was a separate campus, but we had to go across the street to do PE in their area. And they had a restroom and a big ass weird fucking. They even had a shower and there's a weird ass restroom.
What school is this?
It was San Antonio and Claremont,
Oh, okay, Claremont.
but it was a weird ass restroom. Like,
Okay.
but we would go in the restroom and we would turn off the lights and go bodies, just
Dang.
free
that's
for
what's
all.
up. See,
Like
that's what's
all the little young junior high kids. Like,
Yeah.
but I would never do it with the high school kids. They would fuck us up.
Bro, my cousin was in high school and he had me like slap boxing all his friends, and I was in middle school. That shit sucked, bro, because their arms are longer than mine. I'd have to like get one in and they'd smack me hard. Bro, that shit.
Hey,
no one's raised like that anymore, bro.
I would literally hide in there because it was a big bathroom.
Yeah.
I would curl up in a ball and just hide
And just
so I
hide.
wouldn't get hit. And
Hell
then
yeah.
But fools like literally go legit, boom, 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 like
Yeah.
not slapping, like
Oh
punching.
yeah, punching. Yeah.
And we're all cool. And then we came out, everybody was cool. There was no beef because you don't know who hit you.
Just letting out steam, huh?
I'm talking about pitch black. Like you
That's
have to
crazy.
feel around and just could you imagine that?
Yeah, hell yeah. That's
Just-
fucking crazy. It's like
and-
a punk rock show.
And you
almost,
got to
dude.
just fucking hit whatever's in front of you. You could be punching the walls or something.
Shit, yeah.
I remember one
Yeah,
time I
it's
hit the
wild.
sink. Like so,
Oh shit.
after a while, I just started just like, you know what? I'm just gonna hide. I was trying to hide one time, and I was leaning against the door, and someone had pushed me.
Yeah.
I told this on the Leo's podcast, but I fell, and my backpack got caught on the door handle, and it ripped my backpack.
Shit.
So I had to go home and tell my mom, like, oh, it just ripped on its own. But
So were
yeah.
you just going in there on your own, or like they're like, nah, you got to go in there?
No,
or-
we were friends. We were all friends.
Oh,
Like
okay.
we all hung out together. Like
Whose idea was that?
I don't know. I think one of the kids, he was a boxer. Shout out to Steven.
Just wanted to show off.
He
his
was a
skills.
legit boxer. Him and his brother used to train. Like
Yeah.
he was a legit boxer. None of us had no. We were little fat kids. He was
Yeah.
the only skinny one. Have you ever seen the movie Heavyweights?
No.
It's a fat camp movie, but
Okay.
we looked like that episode, like that
Okay.
movie. Just a bunch of fat kids.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all we hung out with, and one skinny boxer.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. I love that fucking school. It was good times.
That's crazy shit, dude.
Would you just went to regular high school? You didn't go to.
I went to a continuation school too,
You
man.
know how it is. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
fake prison, fake
It
jail.
really is. The reason why I went to this continuation school is because they had a daycare in the back. So I had a kid young as
So
fuck.
I was telling Leo about this. Not at my school, but at my girl went to one.
Yeah.
And they had their own daycare. Like
yeah.
they called it the crow's nest. So all the girls that had babies,
Girls' nest.
they called it the crow's nest. I don't
That's
fucking know
tight. Yeah, I went to school with my baby mama, and we had our
why.
our daughter
old
in
is
the
your
back.
kid?
All right, so I'm 37. My kid's 21. I had her when I was like 16, 17 years old, dude.
I had my first one at 21. My oldest just turned 16.
I think I had my second one at 21.
Does he or she come to your shows?
No. I want to bring her to my shows, dude.
It's a girl.
Yeah, it's a girl.
I brought my daughter one time to the Claremont mic, the
Yeah.
pizza one.
Oh, okay.
Did you ever go to that one?
Yeah, I went there one time for the open mic.
They came, her and my little one, and they just kind of sat in the back,
Oh,
the
okay.
little thingy, and then she heard me. She's like, "Dad, your comedy's real vulgar."
Oh shit. What's dope is like my daughter, shout out Angelina. My daughter, she sends me clips of comedy, and she has a dark fucking sense of humor like me. And that's where she gets it from, because she tries to send it to her mom, and her mom's like, Angelina, that's, oh my god, like she.
That's
takes
how
it
my
up.
wife is.
Yeah, and then my daughter's like, fuck it, I'll send it to my dad, and I'll get it. Like she'll send me Anthony Jeselnik clips, and I'm like, fuck yeah, she gets it, dude.
I think my little one's gonna be the comic because she likes cracking jokes. My oldest one
What's
don't.
up?
She's an emo. She's in her emo phase right now.
Okay.
But my little one likes to fucking joke around. Like I think she might catch it.
Yeah, that's
Hopefully
good,
they
bro.
both do.
Yeah, bro, it's dope. My daughter, actually, I want to take her to an actual comedy show, like someone that she knows, before she sees me.
Well, now she's 21. You can go
Yeah,
anywhere.
Go anywhere, yeah. Yeah,
I got like 5 more years for that for my oldest one.
yeah, man. Stay in it. Stay in it for that reason.
I'm never gonna fucking quit to the day I die.
Good. I just said that shit to my girl today,
Listen,
bro. I
That's
swear
what-
I just said
people
that.
talk a lot of shit because I don't go out as much.
Yeah.
I try as much as I can. We went out to that show and then I got kicked off. Like what the
And
fuck,
you're like,
you know?
fuck, I don't ever get to get out. You're kicking me out. Yeah. Fucking bullshit.
Like I said, I'm taking my time. I have kids.
Mhm.
This is not a race. It's not a young man's game. You can
Yeah.
be like Ron White was in his 40s when he made it. You know,
I
like
didn't know that.
yeah, he said when he made it to the blue collar bullshit.
Yeah.
He said he only had like 15 minutes of material, and he was like in his 40s when he
Trip
got
out.
put on. Like so he had to like.
Yeah, I just talked about this with George, bro, on the Buddy Cast. I said, I asked them when they started, they're like, oh, 23, 26. I'm like, bro, I'm so jealous. And George goes, nah, dude, trust me, you're good.
The older
Because a lot of
guys-
people at 23, 24,
You don't know
they're
what to
still
talk about.
Exactly. They're still trying to find their voice. Who are they? It took me a while. Like, bro, I had to go through some stuff to actually like, okay, now I have some wisdom in me. And because I started in 2020 and I was bombing, bro. I was like little corny jokes and shit. And then I stopped, and then just life kept going. And I'm like, man, fuck this. I'm going to do this again, dude.
All my
And-
bits are about all the horrible things that happened to me.
Good, dude. Good.
You know what's
Good.
funny?
Laugh at them.
Because if I think about when I was 20, I was just working a lot back then. That's when
Yeah,
I
same.
first starting my family, working a lot. Like I
Yeah.
had nothing to talk about. Like
Yeah.
so, it happened to me at the right time. I was, I think 34 when I started. This was 2
Okay.
years ago.
Okay.
I'd always been a fan of comedy, going to comedy shows, and then I went and saw a comic, and I was just like, man, I'm tired of going. I want to start doing this shit.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And then I just started. Someone's always
Who's your guys? Who's your what are you, North Stars or whoever the fuck?
my influences.
Your influencers, yeah.
My influences are random. Like
Okay.
okay, the very first stand-up I ever saw, this is gonna be everybody's. It was Eddie Murphy, The Raw.
Oh,
like
sick.
when I was a kid, my parents they let us watch it, right?
Okay.
So from the beginning, Eddie Murphy was one of my favorites, and then Richard Pryor. Like this is a shit that was
Shit.
accessible back then. There was no YouTube, there was no internet back then.
Okay.
It was HBO shit. Like Dave Attell,
Yeah.
he's one of the first comics I seen on HBO specials. So a lot of this shit is older shit. Like
Okay.
so I would say Eddie Murphy, Dave Attell, but my more recent one, I love Nick Swartzen. I always mention him a lot.
Oh shit.
He is so fucking he's the funniest comic I've seen live.
Oh shit. Okay.
Go see him live. You will
Yeah.
fucking. I've seen a lot of comics live. He is probably one of the best. Like,
Okay. Sick.
are you a fan of Reno 911?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
He does
dude,
the
that shit's
Terry
dope.
impressions on stage. Like I,
Oh, okay,
that's
okay.
probably why I like him because I love that
Reno
show.
911's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I said that I've always been a fan of comedy. Like I loved Comedy Central used to be okay. It's whatever the fuck now, but
My shit was Comic View. You remember that?
yeah.
So BET, bro. So hip hop shit. I was saying this, bro. A lot of people don't know about this, bro. But like after Comic View, there was BET Uncut. I don't know if you know about that either.
Mhm.
Yeah, that shit turned me out. That's why I had a kid so early, bro. For real. But BET Comic View is when I first started seeing comedians, and I'm like, bro, they're making me laugh. And like I was a kid, bro, like middle school, and I got it. And then I got interested in it, and I was like, flipped the channel to Comedy Central, and I'm like, oh, this is what these black guys were doing. Now I'm watching these white guys do it. I'm like,
It's not as
okay,
good.
it's not as good.
Hey,
And
the
I'm like,
Kings of
black
Comedy
people are
was
just
good.
really, yeah, Kings of Comedy, Cat Williams. You know what's crazy though, bro, is like one of my mom's boyfriend put me on to Sinbad because he's clean, and I think he's fucking hilarious,
I
bro.
loved his movies. I never seen his stand
Bro,
up.
his stand up is good. It's just outdated if you watch his old shit, but he's good, bro, and he's clean.
Can I say
Brian
something?
Regan is amazing too.
I recently Andrew Dice Clay. I've never seen him.
Dice, dude.
I recently watched his shit and I
You don't laugh. It's just a character.
I don't get it. Like I understand I'm not disrespecting. I understand he's
Yeah.
a goat. He did all these things.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
just
sold out.
I'm just not from that era where
Yeah.
like
That's
like-
more 80s, like late 70s, kind of like.
I like
cocaine.
Rodney Dangerfield was great. Like
It's one of my favorites. That's actually one of my favorites for
I said,
sure.
when people say do
Line
you have
after line after line.
when people say do you have a favorite, like I can just go on for days. There's
Right.
just so many. Like but nobody really recently I have to give homage to the classics like Rodney Dangerfield, Eddie Murphy. I loved fucking what's his name? Bernie Mac was
Yeah,
good.
Bernie
Like
Mac's the shit.
like the Kings of Comedy, he was the best one.
Did you ever watch Bernie Mac when he did Def Comedy?
Yeah, he's like, I ain't scared of
I ain't
y'all.
scared of you motherfuckers. But you know that story? That shit's dope.
Yeah, because
bro.
the crowd was being like the crowd we just had. Like,
Yeah,
being
they're
douchebags
assholes,
and
yeah.
talking shit, you know?
Yeah.
Because I guess it was the Def Jam that did that?
Mhm.
Def Jam comedy.
Mhm.
Like, I guess the black crowd, that's
Yeah.
what they call them.
Yeah, the black rooms.
Like they don't want you to win. Like
They don't.
They don't want to laugh. They want you.
they want to hate you.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like that's why he's like, I ain't scared of y'all. Like and
Yeah.
it comes out
And
swinging.
that got him, bro. And then with Kid Capri as a DJ, hit me. He starts dancing and shit.
Marlon Wayans was a good comic back in the day too. I don't know about him now, but
Marlon Wayans?
yeah,
Like stand up?
his old
okay.
comedy back in the day. He was pretty funny. Like
Oh, yeah, he was on Def Jam too.
yeah,
huh?
all of them were. The
Yeah,
whole
that's
Wayans,
right.
the whole Wayans brothers are good.
Yeah, they are good.
They're gonna come out with another scary movie with all of them back.
That's gonna be dope.
1 and 2 was all of them, and then the rest were just random bullshit.
They're naturally funny, huh?
They're coming back, yeah.
Yeah, that shit's sick, dude. Right. Okay, so all those people kind of got me like interested in it, but the person that got me to want to write comedy, like actually sit down and write, is Louis.
CK?
Louis CK, bro. Like
I've never seen his stand up. I've only seen him
No?
on Kill Tony. I've never watched.
he was never on Kill Tony.
He was on the Kill Tony New Year's Eve episode.
Was he?
You had to pay to watch it. Did you watch those?
Oh, I don't think so.
They're available on YouTube now.
Louis CK did Kill Tony?
Oh shit! I'm thinking about Louis Gomez. Okay, Louis C.K.
Oh,
the white dude.
The
Sorry,
white dude. Yeah.
confusion, guys.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Louis Gomez.
I know Louis Gomez. Yeah. Louis
Gomez.
Yeah.
Oh, Louis C.K. Yeah, I remember him from back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah, Louis C.K. was the comic that I seen that made me want to write because I'm like, there's no way that he's coming up with this either on the spot or it's just like a topic and he's going off of it. I'm like, this is well written comedy.
Have you seen his latest shit?
It's not as good as his older shit, but it's cool.
I seen one where he mentions his whole fucking jacking off thing.
Yeah. He's good. He's good, but it's like no one can be him.
Do you remember Dave Chappelle made fun of him? He was all talking about he's just jacking off. He's like then pancake batter on his.
Oh
stomach.
yeah. Yeah, and Anthony Jeselnik is sick as fuck too, bro. Like, I mean, maybe money gets to them and it kind of gets like, all right.
Who was that one comic that was like shitting on everybody recently? He's a white dude. He was shitting on Joe Rogan and everybody.
Jeselnik.
Is he the one he just had a special on Netflix,
Yeah, Anthony
right?
Jeselnik, yeah.
Where he's
He has great writing.
he was like, if you're a Joe Rogan fan, fuck you.
Yeah, basically like.
I'm like, wasn't he on Joe Rogan? Like, I thought they were all friends.
I don't think so. But it's just he's like against the whole like we need people to have we want to be angry at woke people. That's his
Yeah.
thing. So he's like, man, fuck all that being angry at woke people and whatever. But he's a dope ass writer too, though, man. I like his dark humor. A lot of people don't like him. He talks about dead babies and shit like that. You know what I mean?
I try to like. Do you have a structure when you write jokes? Like people, like I've seen videos where like people break down jokes and they tell you how the audience feels. I'm like, I can't. It's too overwhelming.
No,
for me.
I don't.
Like,
I don't have a technical way of writing jokes, dude.
it just comes to me in my head and I write it down.
Yeah, like okay, so with the autism joke that a lot of people are like, "Oh, bro, I love that joke." I'm like, that came from another comic telling me that he wanted to know more about my son, you know, because I have my son's on the spectrum, dude. So like, I had one joke where I'm like, "Oh yeah, I could bring girls over the house. He won't tell his mom because he's nonverbal type shit, right?" So he's like, "That was great," but I was like, I wanted more. I wanted to hear more. So I'm like, "Fuck, what more can you say?" And what I realized is like, bro, you just take normal shit from the day and just try to make it funny, bro. Like, so sensory toys. I'm like, oh yeah, I heard about sensory toys. What does it do? It just keeps your brain focused and his fingers moving. I'm like, bro, he can break down my weed then. Like, you know what I mean? So like that type of shit is like you just look at the alternative way of looking at shit. I don't know. I write down on notepads and my phone. You know, I have like 2 or 3 notepads. I got your sticker on one of them now.
I have an app that used to be free to write your notes in, and now it's not. You have to pay for it. So I'm like, fuck. Like, now I'm back to using Apple Notes again.
Yeah, Apple Notes. That's all I use.
Yeah, I just hate it because the one that I had, it was like it would like put your bits in a thing, and you can make a set list, and
Oh
it
shit.
even showed you the timing of how long your
No
bit is.
fucking way.
Yeah, it was called Bits or Nice Bits.
Oh, that's sick.
I would recommend it to you right now, but like you got to pay for it now.
Fuck
So
that.
now the jokes that I have in there are in there, but I can't edit them or I can't write new shit in it. So I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? But
How often do you write?
it comes to me. I don't.
Okay.
They say
You don't
sit-
take time out of
they,
the
they
day.
tell you sit down and write. Most of the time it's at work. It's like in my head. Like I
Okay.
wrote a bunch of new jokes in my head recently.
Yeah.
But I have a bunch of premises
Okay.
that I know there's something there, but I just gotta find it. You know.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to do them there. Like I know they're not ready. They're probably gonna bomb.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
all my jokes I've had have all been rewritten. None of them are original. You know.
Okay.
So you have to go out there and hear what makes the laugh. Okay, that didn't laugh. Okay, rewrite that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like that's the way I do it. Is does it work?
On stage.
Does it not work? But I've had times where I have jokes that fucking kill.
Yeah.
And then say the same joke somewhere else, nothing. So it's just
Nothing,
like,
yeah.
wait, like that.
What do you think that is? Is that the audience?
Yeah, I've heard other comics say that audiences can suck, just like what we just
Yeah,
experienced.
So true.
Audiences can suck. It's not you. It literally, like I said, the show we just had, a bunch of
Yeah.
rude people not giving a fuck. Like
Yeah.
if you're not there for comedy, you don't want. It's like almost like it was unintentional. Like that's why,
Yeah.
as I say, a lot of comedy places need to dedicate nights to comedy. Like
I got pissed that night, dude.
it was not like that the last time. So
It wasn't. I was there the last time. I was there to watch you guys and
How come
Ricky.
you didn't perform that night? Because I wasn't on that lineup, and he let me.
I don't
do it.
know. Oh, you know what? He wanted me to go on there if there was time, but I didn't. He didn't have enough time. That would have been dope though, because I like Jason.
'Cause I
That's
think I
cool.
did 5 minutes.
My chick's all fucking attracted to him and shit.
I asked
She's
him.
like, he's right there. He looks so hard. I'm like, touch him. He's fucking right there. Just touch him.
He follows me, and then I asked him,
Sick.
hey, I don't know if you remember me, but we did a show together, and I was like, you want to come on my podcast sometime? He's like, yeah, sure.
That's cool, man.
And then I left it at that. I was like, fuck, like, what do I say now? But
He's a cool dude. That fool smelled good too. He did, bro. I think it's his deodorant because I know he
it was the sex pheromones.
no, either that or like he sells a deodorant. It's like a natural deodorant that I saw he sells. I'm like, I wonder if that's it because that fool smells
Hey,
great.
if he
Dude.
comes here, I'll invite you. And
Bro,
you can
please.
smell.
I'll ask him. I'm like, bro, last time you were in Corona, you smelled amazing, dude. I don't know what the fuck it was, but I'm not trying to hit on him. I know he wouldn't mind, but
I've met him a few times, but like he doesn't know me at all. And then I just wrote. I've done this where I've reached out to people.
Yeah.
Like big. I need some bigger comics on here. Like no disrespect
yeah.
to anybody,
No,
but
you're good,
like
man. I'm amateur.
I'm trying to get to expand this, because I am going to be the number one IE's comedy podcast.
You are, man.
I told it to Leo. I was like, this is gonna be the IE's number one comedy podcast. But I was like, I'm just fucking around.
No, don't fuck around. Fucking claim that shit, dude. Claim it. You
But
are.
it's hard to get people to come in. Like I said, he wrote me back saying he's down, but it's not been confirmed.
How long
so
ago was that?
A week ago, maybe.
Oh, no shit.
But he's busy. He's going on
Right,
he's
tours
going
and
to
shit.
Texas or something. So I told him, hey, when you're available, let me know.
That
And
would
he
be
said,
sick,
okay.
bro.
So I was like, hell yeah.
That would be sick. I know I was sitting behind
Talked
him.
about him for days. He does it all. He's
Yeah,
skateboard,
skateboarder, fighter,
comedy, MMA,
yeah,
radio, podcast.
fighting too. He fights.
That's an
And
inspiration.
OnlyFans. No, but that dude, I was sitting behind him, right? And when you guys were on, there was a couple tables that were talking, and I was watching him, dude. This fool sits so fucking straight, dude. He's just like this, right?
In his overalls.
In his overall, bro, that ballsy ass move. But
You see his car? He has a sick ass
sick
Beamer.
ass car, bro. I know. So I'm looking at him, right, and I'm like, he's like this, looking around at the audience, like these motherfuckers aren't shutting up, right? And then I tapped him. I was like, I know what you're thinking, man. Like, what am I doing here? He's like, I'm not thinking that. But he looked at me like, fucker, like you're watching me. I'm like, yeah, dude, because you're obviously like, this is comedy, like this is where we're gonna do comedy at. But he did great, dude. He did his whole bit, the fucking water out. That shit was great.
I've seen him like 3 times before
He
that.
commanded the room, right? Like he fucking got everybody to look at him. I mean, look at him, dude. He's tatted up, bald, fucking buff guy.
It was funny because the heckler was talking shit to him. He's like, I could fuck you up and then fuck you.
And then fuck you, yeah. Bro, that's be so dope to be able to say that shit.
Hey, if he comes, there's a skate park across the street. I'm like, let's go.
Oh, he would probably love to go over there.
I have boards and shit. I used to skate back in the day. I'm fat now, but I used to rip pools and bowls. I could probably still
I bet
do
he'll
it.
go with you, bro. Take a camera.
I was supposed to say, I don't know. I'm just putting this in the atmosphere. He agreed to come.
Yeah, dude.
If he doesn't come, it's okay. At least he responded to me.
Yeah, that's fucking dope. I mean,
But,
you're on a lineup with him,
Yeah, but it's across the street, Fontana North. Let's go.
That'd be so cool.
I don't know. Like I said, I
Tony
just
Hawk.
feel like he's busy. I feel like I'd be bothering him, but there's comics on our level that think they're too good to fucking come here. Like, or I don't beg people. If I ask you more than once, I'm not.
That's so weird.
Like
I see it as an honor, bro. Anybody that wants to sit down and talk to me, dude.
I'll tell people, hey, I'm available Thursday, Friday, all day. I
Yeah.
try to accommodate people. Oh, best I can do is Wednesday. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you have PTSD from that shit, huh?
It's hard, man. Like, I had someone cancel me twice recently. I'm like, I'm not gonna beg you. Like,
Yeah.
you could have been on IE's #1 comedy podcast.
Fucked up, bro. Jason Alice is about to be on here, bro. You
I
fucked
can't
up.
wait. If I can get some big names in here, I can't fucking all those people that fucking blew me off. Fuck you.
Yeah. Bro, Jason's probably gonna do way better than all of us anyways, dude.
Literally, that guy has so much going. I couldn't imagine that life he lives. Like, I could talk to him for days.
I
Like,
was thinking that too, what you said, the life he lives, because it's a lot of shit going
he's
on.
done it all, like skateboarding, fucking radio, acting.
And he's selling products too.
Yeah,
It's
like-
like all that shit, bro.
That's why I'm saying I asked him. He said he's down, but I'm not gonna bug him.
I think he has a little cool support behind, like his girl supports the shit out of him
Mhm.
and like runs a lot of things from him. That's dope, bro. Like behind every strong man or successful man, right?
I first saw him with Big J before I started
Oh, okay.
comedy. I didn't know he did comedy. I knew him from skateboarding. Like,
Oh, okay.
And then I went and saw him a few times after that, and like he's fucking hilarious. Like,
Yeah, I saw him at Skankfest in Vegas.
oh, you went?
Yeah, I went, but I
Last
wasn't even. Yeah, 2 years ago maybe. I think 2 years ago. He just walked into Dick's Last Resort. You know that shit?
Yeah, where they put that
Where they
stupid
put the
thing
thing
on
on your head,
the little
yeah.
foil on your head.
Yeah, and they write something.
That's an
Whatever.
Excalibur, right? Or is there more than one?
That one was like by what's that shit called? Fremont or whatever street
Because the one I went
at the
to,
end of Fremont.
I always stay at Excalibur when I go to Vegas. It's cheap and they have a cool pool. For you have kids,
Hmm.
they have a pool with a slide. They have the best setup for
Okay,
pools.
Excalibur.
And well, now that they have the Raiders place, it's probably never fucking available.
Mhm, yeah.
Because it used to be the cheap, decent place, but I haven't been there since COVID. So yeah.
Oh, damn, that's a long time ago. I stayed at the Wynn one time, like just because we had like an offer in the mail, bro, and they gave us like a free show to like Cirque du
I need a
Soleil.
vacation. I need to go to Vegas, but not,
Same.
I have fucking dogs. So, like I haven't gone on vacation. We've had the dogs for like 2 years now. We haven't gone on vacation since. We went to Disneyland. That was it.
You
Like
got the babies. That's their babies now. huh?
we stayed at Disneyland for a few years ago for my daughter's birthday.
Yeah.
We rented the hotel and all that shit. It was pretty
Okay.
cool. It's actually cheaper. Like tickets are so fucking expensive at Disneyland.
And you took the dogs, or this is
No,
before the
This,
dogs?
no, this was before the dogs.
Okay,
This was our last vacation we had. Like
Dang, dude.
since
Yeah, you
we-
need one.
since we've had dogs, we haven't because you have to like have someone come over, dog sit or whatever the fucking white people do. I don't know. Like listen, I'm Mexican. We left our dogs in the backyard. They
Yeah,
fend for
facts.
themselves.
Yeah.
Now we have these little fucking rat princesses in the fucking house. They're like babies. You have to fucking baby them.
Yeah,
I have a scratch on my face. You guys probably can't see it, but that little fat one scratched the fuck out of me.
I noticed the scratch on his face as soon as I seen him. And I was just like, oh shit,
Like-
I do not want to meet his wife.
My wife did not beat me.
That's the first thing I thought.
I'm not gonna lie. I was drinking last night. I was pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
I was drinking. This is a leftover beers from last night, but
Okay.
I don't know if you have a dog, right? Do you have a
No,
dog?
I have a fucking black cat, dude.
Well, fuck cats.
What a
Anyways,
pussy. What a pussy, huh?
I was drunk and I was playing with the dogs, and these little rats like to get in your face and fuck around. I wrestle my
Wrestle with
dogs,
them, yeah.
and the fat one's just because I was like had her in a headlock, like,
Mhm.
and she fucking was trying to swat me away, and she got me. I didn't even notice till this morning. I woke up. My wife's like, "What the fuck's happening to your face?" She's like, "Wipe that off." I thought it was like something I laid on, but it was like
Yeah.
a fat scratch across my face. But
That's just crazy. It looks pretty rough though, man.
it's cool because it's gonna scar now, and I'm gonna look like a fucking
That'd be
villain or
dope.
something.
Hell yeah. That's why I got a cat, bro. Villains have cats.
No, I had cats. I had a cat. I told this on Ricky's episode that he used to attack my daughter like for no reason,
Ah, shit.
or attack me in my sleep, and we had
I
to get
hate
rid
those
of.
kind of cats.
We had to get rid of him. Like, and I talked about this. Like, this cat would just unprovoked attack people.
Yeah.
When I was little, we had a cat like this. His name was Salem.
Oh, that's tight.
Remember from Sabrina?
sure.
Sabrina?
Oh, the little yeah.
the black cat
the
from Sabrina.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yeah, he was a black cat, so we named him Salem.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's funny because we first got him, we thought it was a girl. Right?
Yeah.
For the longest time, we thought it was a girl, because you can't see their balls or
Yeah, I
anything.
don't see shit.
And then one day he was like laying out in the sun, and then he got a boner. And
Oh,
I was a
what the
little kid. It looked like a worm. I was like, "What's that?" Like a little kid,
That's
and mom was like,
crazy.
"Oh fuck, I guess he's a boy."
That's how Mexicans find out. We just see a boner.
But yeah, he was just a fucking. He would just fuck people up. Like you'd be laying down watching TV and just walk in the room, and if you made eye contact with him, he'd just fuck you up.
No
Like
way.
cats are demonic. Like straight up, Lucifer.
They're saying that their DNA is shared with a snake.
Probably.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, that makes
Okay,
sense,
you have
bro.
you have a cat, right?
Yeah.
When I had a cat, there's this thing where you could put a cucumber behind a cat,
Uh-huh.
and they turn around and they think they're
like,
snakes.
Jump. Yeah.
They jump.
Yeah.
Or I said we had a cat. It was so dumb. Like anytime you had a box in the house, you'd just try to crawl in it.
Yeah.
You could tape a piece of square on the ground, and they'll just go stand in the square like it's a box. Like do it when you get home.
Oh hell yeah, I will.
Take a piece of tape and make a square on the ground.
Okay, I will.
And the cat will just sit in it like.
Square? That's pretty weird,
So
bro.
fucking dumb.
Cats are weird as fuck, dude.
But
They're weird.
If you look up on YouTube, look up cats and cucumbers.
They're just all jumping.
Just put one behind it. We tried it with our cat, but he was dumb. He didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't react.
My cat can't kill a fly, bro. My cat sucks, dude. She just wants pets all day. And I mean, that's cool, I guess, but I'm like, kill a fly, bro. I killed a fly in front of her. I'm like, that's
how long have you had your cat?
Probably like 2 or 3 years now. 3 years.
The only problem is that cats live for like 20 years.
Do they really?
Fuck yeah. I had a friend, she had a cat, he was like 22, and he was all fucking like gangy and shit and bony.
Fuck,
I'm
I
like,
think my cat might outlive me then. That's
put him
insane.
out. Like, that's why, okay, we had
Put
this
him
cat,
out.
we had this cat, right? And I'm like, he's evil. He's fucking everybody up. I'm like, are we going to live like this for the next 20 years? Like, you'd be afraid
Yeah.
to be in your own house?
Yeah.
But he would turn on me. Like, he'd be like fucking
That's
out
too
of nowhere. And I'd be like, it's just me. And I'd be like, trying to pet him to calm him down.
That's
And he'd
too
have like
much.
those big eyes.
Big eyes, yeah.
And he was almost like he was seeing red, like
That's fucking scary.
demonic,
yeah.
like possessed. And I'd be like, nah, this motherfucker has to go.
I think I got a black cat just for that reason. Like, all right, if it's gonna be a cat, it's gonna be black. And her name's Wednesday.
Oh, that's sick.
Shout out Wednesday. Yeah, she's cool.
Like I said,
She's
you
a
can get-
pussy though, dude.
I don't know. He was a tabby. I don't
She's
know
Scared.
what type of cat is that.
I have no idea.
He was
Just
he was a
black.
tabby. So maybe
She's small, little thing.
you know what's funny? My brother, he has a cat, and recently went to his house, and I don't know what. Maybe the cat had some bite or something on him, but
Yeah.
you know, you put those little cones on cats
Yep.
or animals.
Yep.
He made one out of a 2-liter bottle,
Oh shit.
like a cone of shame.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the
Cone
fuck
of
is?
shame.
You know the cone of shame from
Yep.
Up?
Yeah.
He had made one out of a 2-liter bottle. He had one on his fucking cat.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's
what the
funny as
fuck? Like, my girl called me to tell me because she was visiting them.
Mhm.
She FaceTimed me. She's like, look, I always call it Mexican ingenuity when
Yep.
when you make something out of something.
Yeah, Mexican
She's like, look at this Mexican ingenuity, and then she showed me the cat, and the cat had a fucking 3-liter bottle on his fucking head.
Hilarious. Rose a Shasta bottle.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go there tomorrow. They're having a birthday party for my nephew, but I'm gonna ask because I wasn't there. I'm like, what the fuck was that about? Like,
That's like when you don't have a funnel, you just like cut the fucking bottle and with the oil. You need a funnel.
remember the little paper ones they would give you at the fucking gas stations, the little cheap ass ones?
Nah.
If you go to the gas station and you need one, they'll give you a paper one. It's
No
almost,
shit.
It's almost like those little ice cream cones. As soon as you use it, it like melts.
It just melts.
It's
Yeah, I
fucking
didn't know
trash.
that. That's fucking badass. I'm gonna start getting my funnels at the gas stations, dude.
So, I was gonna say, you just have a cat. That's it.
Yeah, I wanted a dog, bro, but I live in apartments upstairs, and then like I don't know, we don't want to be going up and down the stairs like taking them out and shit. So I just got a cat. It's easier.
You know what pet I've always wanted is a little hedgehog. Those little.
Oh, that's crazy. I want a snake, but my
ferrets too are
my
sick.
girl won't let me have a snake in the house.
I
But I've
went-
had snakes when I was younger. I have boa
I
constrictors.
got bit by a snake one
For real?
time. I was at a friend's house and they're like, "Oh yeah, you can hold it. They don't bite." I held it. As soon as I grabbed that motherfucker bit me. I was like, "Oh!"
Where'd you hold them from?
I just they handed it to me and you know they wrap themselves
Yeah,
around
they
you
wrap around you.
and he just went "Ah," and like just
No
fucking
way.
bit me and I was like, oh, it fucking hurt. It was a small like garden snake,
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah.
But their fangs are fucking huge. It wasn't poisonous, but he latched on, and then like you can't just pull them off. You have to wait for them to let you go,
Yeah,
let
like
go.
unhinge it.
So when I'm telling you, their fucking fangs or whatever, fucking. I felt like I got 2 fucking COVID shots at the same time.
You got bit by a snake, dude.
Yeah, it was a small one, but
Still, that's gnarly.
it still fucking hurt. I was like, holy shit.
I like snakes, dude.
As soon as they're like, oh yeah, it's not gonna bite you. Fuck you.
Yeah, I don't believe that shit.
That's why I told you my dogs don't bite. They literally don't bite. I've never seen
Frenchies
them.
are cool, man.
I've
Frenchies
never
are
seen
like
them
little-
bite anyone. They're
they're
just
babies.
they're annoying. Like my little black one, all up in everyone's face. Like
Yeah.
anytime we have guests over, all up in you trying to lick you.
Yeah.
They're always trying to lick my fucking head, my skull. Like my daughter sent me a video of a dude talking about his dog, and the dog was just licking his head the whole time.
Yeah.
And somebody commented and was like, "How long he's been doing that?" He's like, "Oh, about 35 minutes." I'm like, "It's legit, because my dogs will lick.
They'll just keep going.
They'll lick my head to sleep." I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is. Like, I guess
Wait, hold on. You go to sleep or they go to
no,
sleep?
either or. But like, it's
They're
annoying
just
because
licking
they're licking your head, and it's just like annoying. Like,
it. Yeah.
and I told my daughter, I was like, they're showing me respect because they groom each other. They're like, I'm the fucking king alpha.
Dude, speaking of that, bro, one of my homeboys just got a fucking spider monkey.
What's that? Oh, a legit
monkey, bro.
in California. Oh, he's like,
Yeah.
is he a cartel or they just have exotic pets?
Is that
and
a
shit?
cartel thing?
They just love exotic. They have money.
Okay, yeah. Yes, then yes. Yeah, legit, bro. I mean, he knows people that maybe in there, but I believe that's might be where he got it. But
Is that the one from Ace Ventura?
It was so crazy. Yeah,
That
little
little-
spider monkeys, dude. They're fucking dope. No. Yeah, it is actually. But this one has like longer arms. They're like long as fuck, dude. But bro, I remember when I went to his place and he's just had it right there, and this dude is changing his diaper and shit. I'm like,
Ugh.
yeah, I was like,
Well,
this is insane.
My
And
dogs
he
have
just
got.
hangs on like if he was here right now, he'd be hanging on like your microphone shit, just like.
How big is it?
Well, he got him as a baby, so he's probably like right here. But once he gets out, he stands up, he's like right there, and his arms are like out to here, dude.
That's crazy.
His arms are long and his limbs are long. It was crazy. I was like, bro, there's like a little person right here. And he was changing the diaper, and I'm like, I guarantee you don't even change your own kid's diaper. I guarantee you've never done this before. But
He's like, well, my kid can't hop 10 feet.
yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. But he's like next is a Siberian tiger or something.
Remember in The Hangover where they had that monkey that was dealing drugs?
Yeah.
He's like, is that the type of monkey you're
Yeah,
talking
that
about?
type of monkey. My homeboy wants him to like light his blunt for him and all that. I'm gonna have him serve up motherfuckers and all that. I'm like, dude, this is insane, bro. Like,
But I remember in The Hangover, he's like, look, drug dealer, give him package. He goes up. He's like, drug dealer clean.
yeah, exactly. Just fucking blame it on the monkey.
And when they stole the monkey back, he's like, oh, they have a helmet. Oh, yeah, these guys are legit. Like, he's like,
Yeah, that shit was
he's
dope.
like, I could never keep no monkeys. No, but
That's the same writer as he did Joker, the guy that did Hangover.
they filmed around here. You know the episode in the one, the first movie
Hangover 1.
where they stop at the gas station
Yeah.
and he's like, don't touch it, don't look at it.
Oh yeah.
That's around here somewhere.
No way.
If you watch the freeway scenes, it's like 210.
Oh,
They're
no
using
shit.
and the 15. There you can see the signs. I think they use the 210 in some of the scenes, and the gas station's on the 15 somewhere up here.
I'm gonna rewatch that. They use Fontana Speedway in Charlie's Angels.
I know I was talking about this with another girl, Selena, when the 210 was first opening.
Yeah.
They used movies. They were filming a bunch of movies on this shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if you know about
the
Mortal Kombat.
Speedway's gone.
It's gone now. Yeah.
They're building like convention centers or some shit.
Is it convention centers?
They're building. There's 2 huge
Warehouses.
buildings. No, they're like it's supposed to be like a convention center or something.
Like where you can do concerts and shit, or what?
I don't know. I might be related to the racing, or
Oh, okay.
I have no idea. I just saw like the little concept arts,
Yeah.
and it said convention center. So
There was like hella traffic when those races would be going on anyway, so whatever.
I never been to those, but a lot of my coworkers would go to the tailgate, like
Oh, okay.
6 a.m. to drink beers and make hot dogs in the parking lot.
that's
Like
some
not even
American
watch,
ass
not
shit.
even watch the racing.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like,
Fuck all that, huh? That's American shit right there.
that's like 15 minutes from here. It's not far.
Yeah, Cherry. I think it's on Cherry.
Mhm.
I heard that track get made. Like when I was in elementary school, they were making it. You could hear them like testing out the
What
cars,
year was that?
smell it. probably like 95 maybe.
Do you remember when the Mills was being built?
Yeah, dude.
I remember I was like in
shit.
4th grade and I seen it in the paper.
Yeah, like 4th grade. Yep.
Was the Improv always there? Like I don't remember.
I don't think so. I don't
It-
think so. I don't remember it being there like that.
You know what I like about going to the Improv? Like when you go there and all the comics that come through, like they always shit on it because it's in a mall.
Yeah, I like it, man. That's just dope. That's all we have out here.
That's why like I heard comics ask like, what is there to do around here? I'm like, this is it. Like,
This,
there's
yeah,
nothing
that's
around
sad.
here.
IE's just
Well,
sad.
the Toyota Center is pretty cool. Like I saw Dave Chappelle there. That was pretty sick.
Oh, he went there?
Yeah, I saw
That's
him-
Ontario?
Yeah,
Where's that at?
it's right down the street from
Right.
them. It's literally you could take the streets from the Improv to get there.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's next to like
Yeah, I haven't been there.
it's off of Milliken or it's like little side streets, but it's a pretty nice
Okay.
spot.
I remember when Ontario Mills was first made, and they wouldn't let you stand in groups of 3. Yeah, it was like, oh, there's some gangbanging activities going on.
Well, they need that. They need to bring those rules back because people have been fucking causing chaos there. I don't know if you
Oh,
saw on
really?
TikTok, like
Nah.
someone like in the middle of the day just broke in and stole jewelry, like,
Oh, they're
and
doing
then
that shit.
or they just started or someone like started a fight and then people thought there was a shooter and then people just cleaned house, like left baby
Oh,
strollers behind,
Oh,
everything.
no way.
Like just if you're in a crowd, you're Mexican, right? If
Yeah.
someone runs, you run
You
too.
run too, yeah.
You ever do that when you're little? Just
When you
run.
would run and
And
to
then
try to
everyone-
get people to run? Hell yeah.
I used
I
to
would
do
go
this with
up
my
to
brother.
groups of people, and it'd just be me, and I'll be looking in the sky and run away like, oh,
Hey,
shit.
I'm from the hood. We used to play a game called Drive By.
Okay.
At late at night, me and my friends would just sit in front of his house,
Yeah.
and then anytime cars would go by, we would just run.
Drive by, bro. Hell yeah.
It's so stupid.
Yeah,
like
the car's like, what the fuck are they running from?
you remember in the episode, in the movie Friday,
Mhm.
where they're just like, "Who's that coming down?" And
Yeah.
we would do it just like
Drive
that.
by. Yeah.
My friend had a little wall in front of his house, so we would
Yeah.
just hop behind the
Hop.
wall and hide. And in the movie Friday, how he's all scared, like
Yeah.
hiding in the truck.
Yeah.
We would do that shit.
That's
like
fucking dope.
listen,
Reenact it.
we're from the hood, so we're
Yeah.
hood game.
That's training right there, bro. That's training.
I grew up in San Bernardino.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh shit. So like my mom's side of the family is from Fontana. My dad's side of the family is full on San Bernardino, bro. Like West Side, San Bernardino.
I lived by San Bernardino High.
Okay, my
it-
dad went there.
It was in the ghetto.
Yeah.
I went through elementary school, but we moved out when I was gonna go to junior high. We moved out to Claremont. That's when I
Yeah.
went to Claremont.
A lot of people like it's crazy because when I was starting comedy again, a lot of people were like, this next comic, man, he's coming out of San Bernardino. I'm like, why do they keep saying that shit?
To you?
Yeah. I'm like, everybody just keeps saying that. This next comic's out of San
He looks
Bernardino.
like he's from San Bernardino.
Yeah, and I'm like, what is it, the joke? So did I mention San Bernardino? This is kind of weird, but I'm not from there. But I have a hella family from there.
I did it. I mentioned that one time at the Worthingtons,
Mhm.
and I was like, "Oh, anyone here from San Bernardino?" And people were like, "Boo!" I'm like, I didn't
Sad.
know. I guess Riverside and San Bernardino beef it. I didn't fucking know.
I don't know either.
But San Bernardino is a shit. It's a shit show now.
Yeah, how can you beef with Riverside, bro? Riverside to me is nice. Like everything there is nice.
I almost had to do jury duty. I got out of it, thank God. But like
Where in
at San Bernardino,
San Bernardino? Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck, that place is like The Walking Dead. I don't want to go out there."
So bad, the potholes and all that shit. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So they were trying, like, even roast battlers were like, "Oh yeah, so Ant's from San Bernardino." I'm like, "No, I'm fucking not. Who keeps saying that shit?"
How did that come about?
I have
you,
no
you never.
Oh, you know what? I think it's because like I was doing open mics and comedy in like black rooms in San Bernardino.
And they're the best. I've done.
I love black.
I've
I'm doing one tomorrow.
I've done 2 like festivals of black. They're the best because
Yeah, with Maury.
I've
Yeah,
done
yeah.
2 of his.
Shout out Maury.
Yeah, they're not stuck up. They'll
No.
they'll laugh at anything, and you can literally say whatever you want, and they're there to laugh.
Yeah,
You know, like
facts.
if there's not no fuck like white people like you get offended. Like I
Bro,
said, I love black rooms.
Me too. Bro, I'll forever express this. I'm the most relaxed and most comfortable in a black room, dude.
Hey,
That's just how I am.
I don't know why they call it that. That's what they call it. I don't
A black room?
Yeah, I don't call
I mean,
it that.
even black comics call it that. It is. It's a black room, and it's like, but it's, bro. The thing with me is, if you can rock a black room, if you can make a black room laugh,
I
dude,
can. It's the best. I've done
it's
like
the best, dude.
I've done like 3 of them, and then I've always got the best fucking reactions.
It's the
from them.
best, bro. It's like I had this keyboard player one time at an open mic behind me laughing at my jokes, and I'm like, you guys don't have to laugh in front of me, dude. This black man is laughing. It's validation like a motherfucker, bro. It's something about a black man's laugh, and black women, like it's just bro. There's just so much soul, and they don't discriminate. They just like, hey,
Very accepting.
accepting, bro. And yeah, white rooms and shit like
Like,
that is kind of good.
My
or other
my
rooms.
comedy's dark and vulgar, and I'll say the craziest shit.
Yeah.
And then after like the last one I did there, this dude came to me, he's like, "Man, your shit was fire, homie." And I was like, "Thank you."
That's what's up. Yeah.
Like, thank you.
The highest of compliments, though, low key. Yeah, I'm doing a black room tomorrow, man. Open mic at Soignes.
Is that in San Bernardino?
Yeah, San Bernardino, and
That's the one that Maury does, right? Or he knows the people.
he knows people that do it. Yeah, it's. I mean,
I want
that's
to have
like
it. I want to have
home
him
for
on
me.
here too. I've told him a while ago. There's so many people that have been wanting to come on,
Yeah,
and like I'm trying to get down the list of everybody.
yeah.
The reason why I'm having you is because everybody I've had on has fucking mentioned you, and I'm like,
I've heard 2 people mention me. It's not
Ricky
it.
mentioned you.
Did he
Yeah,
on the pod?
the very first episode. Ricky mentioned
Did
you.
you re-listen to that?
C's mentioned you. Sandy mentioned you.
Sandy too?
I'm pretty sure he did. Yes.
What the fuck?
And then Rick did.
Yeah.
Like everybody's fucking mentioned you. So I'm
Hector.
like,
I know the last one I heard was you and C's, and you're like, I don't fucking know the guy. I'm not gonna have some stranger in my house. I was like, oh shit.
well then I met you.
I gotta meet this guy. So Ricky was like, no, let me introduce you. I'm like, bro, I can just walk up to him. I don't need you to. He's
Yeah.
like, but for some reason I need to do it. And then he did it, and I was like, that was awkward as fuck, dude. Like, shout out Ricky. I love you, man.
See,
Ricky
like-
wants to be my son.
I'm tell you the truth. Like I said, I meet so many comics. Like I
get it,
might have
dude.
met you before. I don't know. Like
Probably but like you said, it was kind of like in passing.
that's what I'm saying. When I met you there, so like okay, cool. And I've met him. We've talked.
Yeah, now
you know?
talk. Yeah.
I'm not gonna. Would you invite a complete stranger you've never spoken to your house?
No,
Like,
not only that, but also I didn't want to even reach out and be like, "Hey, man, can I be on your podcast?" You know, like I didn't want to feel like a loser like that. But I really did want to be on this podcast, bro. I was just waiting for the invite.
Yeah.
And as soon as you're
Well,
like, "Hey, man, you want to be
I
on?"
just wanted to meet you. You know.
Yes, I got on. But I swear to God, I'm not just trying to hype you up, bro. I'm into this shit, bro. I like this shit. I'm not Mr.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm cool and have me. I legit, when I would see C's, when I saw Ricky, and I saw Hector. When I saw Hector, I was like, what? Like, how am I not on? That's
I've
my boy, you know?
I've met him before. He was another dude where he had come up to me and was like, "Hey, you remember me?" I'm like, "No." Like,
yeah,
you said you meet so many people. Like,
yeah.
and then I've known him. We've been talking for a while. So and then I went to the roast battle. And after that, I wanted to have him on to talk about it, just because
Okay, it was
he
good.
blew my fucking mind. And
Yeah,
like
same.
he was like talking all this. Oh, I don't know. I'm nervous. And then went out there and murdered. I was like, we got to talk about this. So,
In
yeah.
Hector fashion, that's how he does it, man.
His reels are pretty funny that he's been posting recently.
Yeah, dude. I know. That guy.
Hey,
they're good at skits. Him and Travis.
Hector, make a reel with your airplane. Make a GTA reel or something.
For real, bro. What
You
are you
have-
doing up there? So
Hey,
much. He probably
exactly.
is.
Could you imagine that? Like you have an airplane.
Yeah, yeah.
You could make a cartel reel or some shit. You know,
All
like,
that shit, bro. What comic can do that other than Bill Burr? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, Hector's the man, dude.
When I saw him doing that, I was like, "Is this real? Like, what the fuck?"
Yeah. Going back though with other comedians, man. C's was when I watched the C's episode. That fool, man. Because I look up to that dude, man. He's good. He's sharp. You know, he's really good with his shit. And when he was like, "Oh, Ant's a bad motherfucker," I'm like, bro, C's is
We've done a lot of shows
C's
together.
is really good at talking shit. But when he compliments someone, it's like, damn, it's like that much even better. You know what I mean? So shout out that motherfucker, dude. Trying to get him out of retirement.
Yeah, we after our episode, like I just keep it at a minimum hour and a half. We're almost at an hour and a half right now. But anyways,
cool.
I keep it as a minimum just because audiences don't want to listen for too long.
Yeah.
I like listening to podcasts.
Me
I'll
too.
listen all fucking day.
Yeah, me too.
But we turned it off and then we talked for like another hour after that. So
That's
like
what's up.
I wish I would recorded this second, but I'll have him on again. But I like having people, like I said, we don't know each other, and people who are easy to talk to makes this job so much easier.
Hell yeah.
Some people it's so fucking hard to talk to.
Yeah.
They're nervous. I get it. I've done my first podcast I did on the Mind Buzz. Shout out to Mind Buzz Gil.
Hell yeah.
First like 30 minutes, I was kind of nervous. Like I didn't know what to say, and then I got loose. And then
Mhm.
after that episode, like I was like, fuck, I want to do my own podcast. You know.
Sick.
I've gone through a lot of trials and errors. I'm still like the lighting here still kind of sucks, but
Yeah, no, you're natural at it though, dude. Because I watch your episodes and I'm like, okay, some people are just made for it, like to host a podcast. You know what I mean?
yeah. But I don't want this to be.
Seems like a lot of pressure.
It's a lot. I don't want this to be. This is. I love stand-up comedy.
Good to hear.
This is me getting an audience.
But
like,
what's dope about you, bro, is that like you know it from a comic's standpoint. It's like a Rogan thing, you know, like he knows stand-up comedy. So you're like our press. You're like our critic. So it's like it's cool.
there's a lot of people that have podcasts that don't even do stand-up. Like
Yeah, fuck all that.
I don't know, but like they'll have comics on. Like I don't know. Like I don't want to. That's why I call this the comedy show because I only want to interview comics. Like
It's dope.
I like watching Joe Rogan. I love it when he have his friends on.
Yeah.
The comics, it's funny. Like you
Like-
get to laugh at them.
Like Ari.
And then he'll have random authors or something, and I'm
Yeah.
just like not interested. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
like I want to laugh. You know?
Yeah, same. Yeah, no, this is cool, bro. I fuck with your podcast.
What's
dude.
your favorite comedy podcast?
My favorite comedy podcast is probably Bad Friends.
I like Bad Friends. We Might Be Drunk. Tuesdays with Stories. Like
Tuesdays with
the whole
Stories is
Rogan
dope.
universe.
Yeah, Tuesdays with Stories. That my girl. Okay, so I put her onto this shit, but she actually really loves it more than me. Is the Garbage, the Garbage Boy.
We
Was
Might Be
it
Garbage.
might be Garbage,
I
something like
watched
that,
a few episodes,
with
but
Foley and the
yeah,
other
I was
dude.
watching today. Stavi was on that one.
Oh, okay. She likes New York comics, bro, and I'm always like this, making fun of them. I'm
Oh
always
yeah,
doing
they're doing the
whole
Shane
two thing.
Gillis.
Yeah, the Shane Gillis and the Mark Norman. She loves those fucking guys, dude.
I like Mark Norman just because he's endless. Like he like
He's on all the time.
he don't repeat. Like he has just I can't
Yeah,
do that. Like
I talked to that fool one time, bro, on DMs.
oh
Like
yeah,
in
he wrote you
2020.
back.
Yeah, he wrote me back. This was in 2020. So when I first started comedy in 2020, at the Chatterbox, I sat down for my fucking open mic. I just sat down, right? And Steve gave me some shit about that, and I was like, oh fuck,
Oh yeah, sitting down.
about sitting down. So I hit up Mark Norman, dude. I just DM'd him, right? And I was
Who's
like,
Steve? Oh, the Chatterbox.
the
Okay,
Chatterbox,
I
yeah.
was thinking about Worthingtons. I was like, who the fuck is Steve
No,
Worthingtons?
not
Or
Chatterbox. So I felt like, okay, shit, I fucked up, So I legit, this is a true story. I hit up Mark Norman, bro, and I DM'd him. I was like, hey, what is there a big deal if a upcoming comic sits on the stool? And he said, you just have to earn it. He's like, usually you have to earn it.
maybe
And that stuck with me.
once the crowd is going, and then you're all right. I can relax. and
That
sit down.
stuck with me, man. So like, I never sat after that.
Hey, I work in a warehouse. So I'm on my feet all day, and my knees are
Yeah.
killing me. Maybe in 10 years, I might have to sit down.
Sit down, yeah. So I mean, did you hear about that? Like Patrice O'Neal, when
Yeah.
like they were saying like when he was sitting down, it's because he was depressed. Did you hear about that? No.
I thought it's because he was fat.
No, yeah, no. There's a documentary where he talks about that. He's like, when I was sitting down, or when he was sitting down, it's because he was depressed. It wasn't really like part of his style. I don't know. When I did a set one time that killed, and I sat down, but it required me to sit down.
The only question is, why is there a stool if you can't sit down?
Right? Yeah, just to hump it.
It's just a part of the.
Fuck.
If you could sit down if you want to.
Yeah, right.
I always
Why
move.
is there a stool?
I always move it because when I'm doing stand up, I move around a lot.
Move around. Yeah.
Just because I engage as much as I can. And I did a roast battle, and fuck this guy. I don't know who he was. He's a comic, supposedly, or whatever. Fuck you. He told me,
That was a strong fuck you.
because I hate when people critic you, and then you, like the same situation, how you
Yeah.
sat down and someone told you something, and then a real comic told you, no, you're fine,
Yeah.
I just move around a lot, just because, and a lot of some of the jokes I do movements or whatever, right? Or I guess you call it interactive. I don't know
Okay.
what you fucking call it, but
Yeah.
I did a roast battle, and I moved around just to kind of get the audience, like.
Yeah.
And this dude was like, just one piece of advice: stop fucking moving around. Like, why are you moving around? He's like, we're over here like trying to watch you, and he's like, you're never gonna get work like this. Fuck you, because I got plenty of fucking work.
What?
It was
bro.
it was a dumb comment. He's like, you're never gonna get work from moving around. Like, I've seen a lot of comics
Have you watched Chris Rock?
I've seen a lot of comics work the stage. You're working the crowd. Like, I'm not gonna just stand there still and stiff and weird.
Bro,
like,
once I started to walk around is when I was realizing, like, oh shit, I'm getting comfortable with comedy.
exactly.
Yeah.
He was shitting on me for doing that. He's like, you need to stop fucking moving around. You're never gonna get work like that. Cause
Fucking critic.
fuck you.
Yeah.
I might get a show once every 3 months, but
It's all good. Freaking, you're still working. That's
That's it.
good, bro.
I don't even know who the guy was. So who the fuck
Yeah,
you
fuck
know?
him, dude.
Anyways,
Yeah, I walk around too, man. I like to engage and look around the crowd and shit. It took a while for me to get there, but like once I got there, I was like, hell yeah, this feels
Listen,
good.
it's your stage time. Do
Yeah.
whatever the fuck you want. Don't let anybody tell you anything.
Exactly. Thank you.
I've never got. Like I said, that was probably the worst advice I've ever gotten.
Hmm.
But I never like, oh, maybe I should stop moving. Fuck you.
Right. No, that's good. Hey, also, when you work new jokes, you're not pulling anything out, huh? It's just all.
Yeah, in my head.
Yeah, that's pretty
That's
good.
why I fucked them up. But
That's pretty good. I think because I smoke so much weed, I'm like, fuck, what was I saying? But I'm starting to get
I
there.
learned my lesson by getting drunk one time. That now it's one before and one after. I'd never get drunk at a show.
That's good.
This one guy's like, I've never heard that before of a comic only drinking 2 beers. I'm like, well,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
not a drunk,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a 12 pack will last me a weekend. I don't drink a lot, but
That's how I was about Coke. For real, dude.
one bump before, one bump after.
Yeah, legit. When I was doing that, I don't do it anymore. Hell yeah, thank God I'm not doing that anymore. But
How long
when
have you been sober? Are
probably
you
like,
California sober?
yeah, I'm California sober. Probably
I
like
offered him beer. This is
Yeah, I'm
craft
drinking-
beer, and he's drinking coffee.
white mocha because it's easy to order. For real, white mocha, and that's it. No, I was doing that shit for like a little bit, and then like I've probably been like 3 years now. But when I would do it, that's the thing is like some people would be like, bro, that gram, I'll do that right now, and I'm like, that gram lasts me a whole week, dude.
Can I tell you something? I've never seen Coke in real life.
Really?
I'm a square.
Oh shit!
I've
You were born in San Bernardino, or were you?
I moved away as a child. I was like in junior high. Actually, I lied. Someone offered me one time what is the one with the glass ball?
Oh, that's meth.
I was at a friend's house
That's
and,
fucking
and his
insane.
uncle was in the garage and smoking in the garage and he's like, "Hey, you want to hit this?" And it's a glass ball and I was like, "Nah, I'm
What
good."
an asshole!
I was like in 7th grade and I was
What
like,
the fuck is wrong with that
I was
guy?
like, "No, I'm good, thank you." But I just saw the piece. I didn't see what was in it. But
Yeah, it's glass, right? With
yeah,
the little
the ball, yeah.
Oh, that's straight meth, dude. Don't do
That-
that shit.
He was in he was an old cholo from fucking San Bernardino, but
Ah, dude, yeah. He wanted to go on a ride.
he was living in the garage. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's about right.
But anyways, I've never physically seen anything besides weed. I've never, well,
Really?
maybe pills. I don't fucking hang out with people like that.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I mean, comics, bro. You never know. You know what I mean? Comics.
in high school, I listened to metal and I went to concerts a lot and hung out. People smoked weed and drank at those.
Who's your favorite metal bands, dude?
Well, I listen to a lot of underground metal, but you'll put from like hardcore metalcore, like that's
Okay.
underground. Like the biggest underground from out here would be like Suicide Silence. They're from Riverside.
Okay.
I don't know if you've never heard of them, but
Nah.
like a lot of the bands I liked back then, they're not around anymore. There's still some that are around.
Bro,
but-
I was in a band scene, bro, when I was like 18. I played the guitar,
Mhm.
but more blues guitar, bro. So, but I was playing like alternative type music. But yeah, I was in that scene for a little bit, man. Like 18 years old, 19.
You ever heard of hardcore, grindcore, metalcore?
Yeah, hardcore back in the day.
Yeah,
I remember
It's all
hardcore.
the same shit, like
Okay.
breakdowns and shit.
Would AFI be considered hardcore? I know it was
They
punk.
were like post-punk, and then they turn emo or whatever the fuck
okay,
they are.
okay.
I've met them twice. I told this story before where the singer,
Davey Havoc.
I was watching another band.
Uh-huh.
We saw him at a show. He just randomly was in the crowd,
Nice.
and my friend was like, "Grab his ass," and I was like, "What?"
No way.
This fool's like 80 pounds. He was super skinny at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
I don't know what he was on. Like he
Yeah.
was probably on some shit. So I pinched his ass, and he turned around and looked at me. And there was girls in front of us, and I thought he'd assume it was the girls.
Yeah.
And I pinched his ass, and he turned around and looked at me, and I was like, "Oh shit, he saw me." And then he just continued on doing what he was doing. And then I met him about a month later at an autograph signing.
Yeah.
And he was signing my autograph, and he looked up at me, and I was like, "Oh fuck, he remembers me."
Do you think he remembered?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, he did, huh?
But he was cool. But I think he might be gay or not. I don't know what he is.
He is.
But I was
Maybe
like
Havoc.
16 at the time when I met him,
Yeah.
or when the whole situation happened. But the dude was like, "Hey, grab his ass." Just
So you like Misfits too, though? I
Yeah.
see that. Okay.
that's the Crimson Comedy Show. That's
That's the whole Crimson Ghost thing,
it's,
huh?
yeah. It's the little. I've said this before. I like comedy. I love music, so I incorporated it.
That's
so
what's up, dude. I fuck with it.
It's-
I like the old school mic too.
I said I don't listen to it. The Crimson Comedy Show. It's perfect. Like
Shit it rolls off the tongue.
I said, I'm a rocker fool, eh?
That's just dope. No, I fuck with the Misfits, bro. Danzig.
Hell yeah, I've met him too.
Did you?
Yeah, I met
Sick.
him by accident at a show.
No shit.
I was walking out to have a cigarette, and he was walking in. He was there to watch somebody, and I just
fucking
bumped
bad.
into him, shook his hand. He's cool as fuck.
That's badass.
A lot of people say he's an asshole. He wasn't an asshole to me. That's
Yeah,
all
they
fucking
do say
matters.
that, huh? I remember that video that went viral of
Yeah.
him getting knocked out or something.
That was like a little bit after I met him.
Oh shit.
The fight that happened was because someone was trying to bump him. Like comedy, you get bumped, right?
Oh, you get bumped. Yeah. How you gonna bump Danzig, dude?
Yeah, they were trying to bump him for some other
Crazy.
gay ass band, and
Yeah.
he's like, "I'm fucking Danzig, motherfucker."
Yeah.
And that fool
He
sucker
did
punched
say
him.
that, huh?
He sucker punched
shit,
him. He
yeah.
told him, "Fuck you, motherfucker," and he sucker
He
punched
sucker
him.
punched
Like
him.
anybody can sucker punch anybody.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck
facts.
who you are. Like
Yeah, dope fiend is what they call it.
yeah. Especially Danzig's like 5'4". Like
Yeah.
he's small. He's not
Small.
huge. And the dude was a big fucking bass player from another band. But
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah, I fuck with the Misfits, bro. A lot of people will trip out on my music like range. So I fuck with the Misfits.
I have
Addicts.
another Misfits tattoo right here.
Let me see.
It's from one of their albums. It's faded. I've had this one retouched so it looks more visible.
That's it. I want to get a Misfits tattoo.
I've had this since
bro.
I was 19, so it's faded. I need to get it redone.
I like Attitude.
yeah.
Fucking Saturday Night is like the new.
Yeah, the new one.
Misfits.
I met him too.
That's just pretty dope. What's his name again?
Michael Graves.
Graves, yeah. Dude.
He autographed something. I was at one of his shows
I could sing.
and someone like ripped up a mannequin from another band
Yeah.
and like the head fell on the ground. And then at the end of the show, Michael was like, "You can come take photos or autographs. Like I'll be here all night. Everybody come."
Sick.
We were like one of the last ones there.
Sick.
My wife got the picture with him, and then he autographed that head. It's
That's
in my
fucking
garage. I'll
dope.
show you.
That's dope. Hell yeah, man.
And during COVID, my wife got me a Misfits mask,
Mm-hmm.
and I put it on the mannequin head. So
Badass, dude.
it gets dusty, so I clean it off, and it started fading away the autograph. So
shit.
now I just let it
How
be.
can you preserve that?
I don't know. It's on a fucking mannequin head with a Sharpie. I don't know.
Is it styrofoam?
Maybe I can like spray some fucking
Like sealant?
I don't know. I don't clean. I used to use Clorox wipes to clean it, but now
Oh, shit.
I'll just wipe it off with a
Just
napkin.
wipe it, yeah.
I don't fuck with it no more. But
Yeah.
anyways,
That's cool, man.
Dang, this is the longest episode I've had so far.
Fuck yeah.
We're at hour and 43 minutes.
Good shit, man. Of course. I was highly requested, bro. Thanks for requesting me over
Anyways,
here, man.
we're gonna cut this short just because, like I said, I try to keep this minimum hour and 30.
Yeah, all good.
But
all day.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me, man. It's an honor.
I'd love to have you back on again.
Thank you.
And thanks for coming to IE's #1 comedy podcast.
Fuck yeah, I made it.
Tell the audience where they can find you at.
Oh, you can find me at ant_JR909. That's ant_Junior909 on Instagram. I think Anthony Huerta on TikTok. I don't ever use TikTok. I'm gonna be at the Ontario Improv February 11th. I don't know when this comes out.
I'm gonna probably have it out this weekend.
Oh yeah, okay. February 11th, I believe, is my next roast. I'm gonna be battling Cameron Hogue. I think that's his fucking last
Shout out
name.
to Cameron. I like Cameron. He's cool. I met him.
Yeah, he's cool. Both of them, man. Perry and Cameron. And
all love. Fucking
100%. All love. Yeah, for sure. No, those guys are cool as fuck. But I'm coming for your head, bro, for sure. Like, I'm coming for that belt.
We might have a new champion coming. I'm probably gonna. Now I'm gonna go. I didn't want to go, but now.
Oh, you have to, man. That would be great if you went.
I'm about to pay $15 to fucking get in.
If I can get a guest list or something, man, I'll put you on.
Don't.
They don't, huh? Shit. So yeah, I'll be at the Ontario Improv roast battle February 11th, and then I believe February 22nd, I'll be at Hangar 24 in Redlands. I don't know if you heard of Court of Comics with Corey and all them.
I ran into Corey and he was like, "Man, you're funny as fuck." I'm like, "Book me, motherfucker."
Yeah.
Like
I'll let him know, dude.
I did their open mic. They do shows and do open mics after.
Uh-huh.
And I'd done one, and then I did the Maury show.
Yeah.
He was on there too. He's like, "Man, you were so fucking funny." I'm like, "Well, then book me,
yeah,
motherfucker."
bro. You know what? You would do great on their shows in the Court of Comics. You would, because I've seen a couple comics.
I've met Corey before, so I said, "Book me."
Corey's my guy, man. He's from Stockton.
That was at the last roast battle that you were at.
Yeah,
I saw him.
I got him in there. You know, I felt bad. He was like, "I came to see you," and I'm like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna get him his ticket." Dude.
Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, you're hilarious." I'm like, "Well, then fucking book me.
Yeah,
Don't tell me I'm hilarious."
I'm gonna have him listen to this fucking episode, dude. Corey, book the man, bro.
Like I said,
he's worth it, dude. Puts in the time.
Anyways, so was that it? Anything else you got?
Okay, so yeah, it's just that, and then I would shout out, the buddy system every Thursday, bro. You guys got to come down there, Riverside, back to the Grind Coffee House. Sometimes I host, but I'm over there all the time.
How was that last night?
Last night they had me on the sounds.
And I invited him last night. He's like, "Oh, I have to go be there at 5." I was like, "All right, I guess."
Oh, Corey?
No, you.
Me?
I
invited me last night. Yeah. Okay, so I had to be there because they start early and I had to I thought I was gonna host, but I ended up being in the sounds, which was dope because I like DJing too. And then I didn't sign up, but Carlos Patino, he has a show February 26th at the Improv.
They all do. It's the whole buddy system.
Yeah, the whole buddy system. That shit's gonna be dope. I'm gonna be there for my birthday.
Shout out the buddy system.
Yeah, hell yeah. Carlos was like, "Nah, bro, you got to get on this list." So I went up last night and fucking killed, bro.
I've gone to all their improv shows.
Oh yeah,
that's sick.
Fuck
that they
yeah.
get on there.
Yeah, I mean, bro. Sometimes the buddy system gets a little hate, but fuck all that, bro.
From who?
Just other comics. But yeah, I know. Never mind.
I know.
You know what? Listen to their podcast that I'm on, and I'm just gonna. I'm the voice of the comics that want to know what's going on, bro. They're cool as fuck, bro. Shout out William Henderson, bro. George, they're cool as fuck, dude. You just gotta sit down with them, man.
Shout out George for recommending me some equipment.
Yeah,
but
dude.
Sorry to break it to you, but I am about to be IE's #1 comedy podcast. I'm just kidding.
Dude. No, put it out there, bro. They don't. No, that's the thing. See, because a lot of people think they're like that. They're not, bro.
No, I said he reached out to me.
They want to see more people do this.
He never speaks to me. He reached out to me. He recommended this interface that I'm using, and it's fucking amazing. Thank you.
George is he's so for comedy, dude, and people see him like, oh, well, I want him to be his friend. He's like, he's not in there to make friends, dude. He's just, if you're good at comedy, I got you. He booked me before. I'm the same way
where I don't speak to anybody unless I know you, you know?
Yeah, that's cool.
Like I said, they recommended you. I'm like, I don't fucking know him.
That's like you said it too.
Like, you see, we're here, and then we just
all good.
shoot the shit.
Yeah, man, I'm fucking happy to be here. Thanks for having me, dude.
We're still going. We're almost at 2 hours.
That's what's up.
I said this is the longest episode. I'm probably not gonna do this again. No disrespect to you. Just
nah, dude, that's good.
I try to keep a tight ship, but
no worries.
That's why I love this shit. I can do this with anyone. I don't give a fuck who you are.
Yeah.
So to the last person who fucking canceled on me twice, you missed out on me.
Yeah, fuck that, bro. You probably weren't even fucking requested like I was, dude.
Anyways, shit, you could find me, my Instagram, AndyC_comedy. And then you can also follow us, The Crimson Comedy Show, on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram. Like and subscribe. Please, we have fucking 15 subscribers. Come on, bitches.
I think I'm taking this too.
You can have them. I give them to everybody.
Yes.
But listen, I have views but less subscribers. I get it. Not everybody has a YouTube, whatever. But who gives a fuck? Just follow something. Follow me on Instagram at least. Shit.
Fuck yeah, I can't wait for this to come out, dude.
Anyways,
Appreciate
all right.
you.
Good night, guys.
Thanks for having
Cheers.
me.
Let's cheers your coffee.
Cheers, dude. My little white girl Starbucks.
Thanks for coming. Good night, guys.